Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday. It's that time. Wake up, folks. Hide your kitties, hide your children. We are trolling the digital airwaves, and we are already receiving messages. So it is what it is, and I don't know what to say anymore because everything is posted and it's up, but technology is a stupid, ignorant, arrogant wench. So I just absolutely hate it this early in the morning. It is August 22nd, 2026, and it is that time again, folks. So welcome to Sports Talk with the Guys. Good morning, big dog. And yes, my cat is here. He wants his cat food, but he's going to have to wait. So it is good. Dude, get off my stuff. Thank you. I don't want your dander on there. I love you all. This desk is atrocious. Oh my God. Someone's going to have to clean it. Yeah, do I have the nerve to tell her? Yeah, not yet. Actually, she's already seen the office. So we shall see. The alarm's got to go, and the alarm went. So it is what it is. But thank you, everyone. Let's go ahead and go around the horn as we always do on this glorious, glorious Saturday morning. And we've got some information. There he is. We got a lot of stuff going on right now. So we'll see. Sorry, mijo. I'll feed you in a bit. Just mind your station. Yes, I know. I told you that. I did not get the other fan going. So I have to do that. I am getting all my ducks in a row. I know I'm going to be gone for about 8 or 9 days. I'm already getting the books ready that I'm going to be reading. A little bit of news in the NDB Media Network. As you know, Harry Potter will be returning to HBO over a 7-year period, and the new season begins December 25th, year 1. It's going to be an 8-episode run. We're going to be reviewing that here on NDB Media. And we are also going to be reviewing Star Wars Ahsoka, which will be starting in January as well. That's going to be actually, we're going to be reviewing Harry Potter on Monday. So Monday Night America is going to be taken up with the Harry Potter review. On Sunday night, we're going to be reviewing Star Wars Ahsoka. So looking forward to that. And head on over to the calendar over at ndbmedia.net. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the works on the calendar, but you know what that means when I say in the works? It's like it's up here. That's it. Nothing else. It is what it is. So it is all good in the hood. And like I said, let's go around the horn right here. And weather this morning is 70 degrees. It says 68 in the remote sensor outside. In here, it's 78. No, look, dude, I appreciate it, but no, you stay there. Stay there. We'll feed you shortly. And there is no rain in the forecast. Oh, my word. Is it really going to get to 99 today? Yep. You're going to get to a low 72. Majestic. I don't know if he's majestic. He's just hungry right now. But I'm glad he looks like something. Well, I know. I just told you to back off, right? And I'm going over to you. God, it's going to be 99 degrees. I don't know if we're going to Disneyland tomorrow. It is. It's going to be warm. It's going to be cooler over there, but still, yeah. I have bad news for my kitties. They've been in my garage, and that Canela, she's been destroying everything. And I know she's a fraidy cat. I know she has issues, but I'm really, really getting tired of having to deal with this. And we're going to have to close the garage. And, well, it is summer, though I guess they can go wherever they want, right? We'll see. So I'm complaining. Got a lot of stuff going on right now. Feels like it's 70 degrees. The wind is heading to the southwest at 1 mile per hour. Humidity is at 68%. And, yes, you can feel the difference out here. It's been rather muggy the last few days. I went out to Barnes & Noble twice yesterday, and this mugginess was a bit comparable to East Coast mugginess. But unless you've had East Coast mugginess, you really don't know. So, it is what it is. And let me see. Oh, thank you for the text messages. You know, I don't know what to say. So it is what it is. It's been up there. I posted it on stream on the NDB Media host page. It's up there. And I believe the big dog may have found it, which is really good. I'm glad because, you know, they say they eventually find the bone, right? Did he find it?
Hola, presidente, ¿cómo estás?
Well, I'm glad you're in a better mood than I am. But good morning, big dog. How are we?
I'm glad that I found the link.
Hey,
it was only
won,
it,
right? We won.
Yes.
I'm not going to let that one go, dude. I am not going to let it go.
Although my namesake was very angry that his team did not win.
I don't know why, but it's look. We are fans on all different levels. We have to admit, yes. Your namesake. That is funny. Is it? ¿Es el día de tu santo también? I don't know, but yes, the cat is there. And good morning to everyone. Hopefully, you guys are doing real well.
Los días de los pendejos or what? For my name day, you asked.
Oh, no. Because you said namesake. Oh boy, here we go.
¿Qué pasó?
I just got a text message from a client at 5:22 this morning, and they're being sarcastic. Wow. Need to hire a tax man. Toma! So, I find that terribly amusing. My
I hope they're in the East Coast, and that's why they're texting you, not actually waking up that early and trying to take you.
They are in the West Coast. They are on the West Coast. Oh wow! Oh, dude, that's why I'm tired of having everything here. It's not going to be for next year. That's not a warning. That's not a promise. It is a fact of life.
You get a business phone that has business hours.
Had it for a month, and I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun on it, and oh my god, there I go. I'm repeating myself. I'm not liking that. I did, and I'm going to do it for the third time. I jumped the gun. I realized the expense was a little too much in the off season, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it go for next year in January. But I will pay it off for the entire year in January. So I should not have taken on the huge expense in the off season. I did. I stupid, and got the proverbial biatch slap. So, but it's all good. Episode 39 of year 18 here on NDB Media as we inexorably move forward to their anniversary, which is on November 1st, and I don't have a calendar in front of me at the moment. I know that this year it was on a Saturday. It could be on a Sunday, but I don't know if we were in leap year.
November 1st
no, it's not leap year because that's Summer Olympics are in the leap years.
November 1st will be on a Sunday. This year.
Okay.
It is also the start of daylight saving time. Yep. Oh, excuse me, daylight saving times ends that day also.
Look, there's the text. I'm not going to show the name. It was at 5:22 this morning. At least I got a good morning. But what kind of psycho? Lots of psychos text me. And yeah, I'm genuinely tired of it. I have my Heine phone ready to go, my extra one, this one. I think in December, we're going to install the new number. We had a 1-800 number for about 29 days. Everyone had their own private number, which was really cool. Everyone had an extension. I was 1001. And it was really cool.
You should be.
So, but I may have already revealed my extension. So everyone calls, oh, I want 1001. It's going to go to me. I'm like, I should have done that. That's the point. but I have reached the stuck-up level of leave me alone, peasant.
Saying that 1001 reminds me. Do you remember the TV show Silver Spoons?
I do indeed,
And do you
especially
ever?
Aaron Gray.
Yeah. So the grandfather, I forgot for whatever reason on what episode it was. He has to call in to buy something, and he says he's going to charge it. And they ask for his number, and he's like 4800, and he goes zeros all the way to the very end, and then goes 001.
Oh.
In essence, implying that he was the very first person to ever have that, American Express card or whatever it was that he was using.
That is pretty good. Yes. I don't know where mine is right now. I love my American Express card. I do. Yes. What are you talking about, Willis? That's another program, which is pretty good. Back in 1851, ladies and gentlemen, the 100 Guinness Cup yacht race is held around the Isle of Wight. The first race of the oldest international sporting competition, now known as the America's Cup. Over in the United Kingdom, of course, or in the surrounding areas of the United Kingdom. In the race, the U.S. schooner America beats the British cutter Aurora by 24 minutes, prompting spectator Queen Victoria to ask who was in second place, and the famous reply, "Your Majesty, there is no second place."
There you go.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Telstra Premiership, round 25. Games on August 20th. Panthers 22, Storm 14. The Broncos beat the Raiders 34-30. The Dolphins beat the Eels 34-16. And the Sea Eagles 44, Knights 24. Warriors 45, Rabbitohs 26. Bulldogs 44, Dragons 14. Later today at 9 p.m., Titans visit the Sharks. And at 11:05 p.m. Pacific time, Roosters visit the Wests Tigers. That's Wests Tigers. Wests Tigers. I think you were born in 1850. Why? Is Seattle that good to you now, Lethal Migraine? And by the way, congratulations, Lethal, on making that move.
He's moving to
Somewhere.
Seattle?
Somewhere. I don't know.
You already let the cat out of the bag. You said Seattle.
I let the Jack, the
Cat out of the bag.
I don't know, because I have one right here, so I'm not going to say anything. So
now he's going to go from sub-zero winters to 325 days of rain.
yeah, I guess. Well, supposedly, but there are a lot of clouds, and it is cool out there. And the day that we went, it was raining, of course, and we didn't get to go to Seattle this year just because we didn't get to go. I was already talking to my daughter Jimo that's it. Come February, in February, just make the plans and get it done, which is what I did in 2021 and 2022. I planned kind of like what I do with the cruises. They're done. They're out of the way. I should not have waited for as long as I did. And because there's not going to be much time to get to any of the games.
Well,
the minor league season is ending next week here in San Bernardino.
Yeah, and that's what I was about to say. Subconsciously, you felt bad about not going up to Seattle. So this season, you decided to go to all the Seattle single A ball games, which of course are the 66ers. So your mind works in mysterious ways.
I think you're trying to mollify my inherent lack thereof. But it was bad. Good morning, Jorge. Good morning. Well, let's see if we have the link. There you go, Jorge.
Yeah, it was there. You just have to scroll down to like it's usually by date. And this time it was behind I scrolled like 15 links down and it was there.
Well, you're there. You're more than welcome, Jorge. Go ahead. And what Lethal? What? The rain is overrated. Seattle really doesn't get as much rain as people think. Yes, but the weather is a lot better up there than it is in many other places. So, good. It is good. So good morning, one and all. The Yankees signed a Major League Baseball veteran pitcher, Eli Morgan, to a minor league contract after he was released by America's AAA team. Morgan had an 0-1 record and a 5.12 ERA. Wow. He's played 6 Major League Baseball seasons with the Guardians, Cubs, and Royals. He has an 18-14 record with 282 strikeouts and a 4.25 ERA. You know those numbers are bad when they use the real numbers because they can't cover and make up stuff by using FIP plus ORA, whatever, you know. When they have nothing to write about a player, they use the obscure metrics. And right now, they just use the straight-up numbers, and they're bad. I can only imagine how the other sabermetric items are. But you know what? Don't care. I don't. I really don't. As a matter of fact, the Dodgers went on record. This is at Bleacher Reports. You can take it for whatever you want. The Dodgers president addressed the sales rumors after Mark Walter is, well, it depends what you want to say, sells, sold, whatever, is in the process. But the Lakers for the Wreckers. Now we're doing Optimus Prime. The Mark Walter, for the love of God, slow down. Mark Walter is in the process of selling the Lakers for a record $12.5 billion. So, Dodgers president Stan Kasten confirms the team is not for sale at the time of the article, which was about 2 minutes ago. And there are no plans to change ownership as per the time of the article, emphasizing the focus solely on winning. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I do want to officially say that NDB Media Group, owned by Jedi.tax, is going to put in an all-cash offer for the Dodgers right now. We will assume all the debt and everything related to the Dodgers, and we will come in right now with, this is an official offer to buy the Dodgers right now by the NDB Media Group. We are going to be offering all cash. We'll assume the debt, all of it. And then we'll sue Shohei Ohtani from time immemorial. We'll get Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe going, and we'll get out of that $700 million contract. Actually, he'll be gone on the change of ownership. Woohoo! So, hey, if he really likes Southern California, he'll stay. And if he doesn't, we will become rather litigious. I was doing the numbers this morning. So, NDB Media will be offering $158,000 for the Dodgers right now. All cash offer. We can do it right now. Today, it's official. NDB Media is willing to purchase the Dodgers for $158,000. I got a few pennies. You know, I was in the bedroom this morning. I could have added them to the offer, but it's feeling a little lazy. So that is actually, no. We had a $1 million offer for Paramount Pictures. Remember, that one was several years ago. That was the highest we've ever gone, and I was involved with several people on that one. But these are genuine, real offers. Laugh all you want. I have formed a meet. No, there's no one. It's just me. The Paramount people, there were 4 of us, and I was going to be the operating owner. That's the way Kirkkeeper operates. I'm really stuck up this morning, aren't I?
Not more than usual.
That's actually a bit of a disappointment. It took my office manager about 6 hours before she flipped me off. So I was a little worried that my skills were degrading.
Yeah, you weren't doing your job that day.
Apparently. So what did you think? We went to visit. We were watching that game as well. We went out. We were at Barnes & Noble from 7 to 9. And then we went to Applebee's right there in Montclair. So my daughter, Gmo, had her big old Samsung pad there, and we were watching the Mariner game, so we saw that one. That was cool, and we were also watching the Dodgers on the big screen, and it was kind of cool. Dude, I ended my day at close to midnight. So when my alarm went off this morning,
So in watching the
wanted to
Dodger
kill it.
game, did you watch Pages get hit in the hand or no?
Oh, he's the one that
Or
got hit?
Pages got hit. He has a broken hand, and it was already announced that Dave Roberts announced that it is not a season-ending injury, which is interesting because the season ends in just a couple of weeks, a week and a half, week.
No, it ends at the end of September, but that's okay.
So you got a month. So they didn't say anything about him needing surgery or anything, so maybe it's just going to be in a cast. He was hit on the top of the wrist. He took the base, was got all the way to third base before the 3 outs were concluded. He then walked off the field and was immediately replaced by Kike. So Kike took over in center field and I guess got the x-rays later on that night or while the game was going on in the back. So they do have that portable x-ray machine in Dodger Stadium. So it was then revealed that he did have a broken hand and he'll be out for at least a few weeks.
Ladies and gentlemen, the name will be argued over, but it looks like Lethal Migrant and I have formed an ownership group. And the official offer is now $160,000, all cash for the Dodgers, all cash. So I thank you. It's going to be the AB positive Blood Brothers, the AB plus Blood Brothers, or something like that. So thank you, Lethal. I appreciate that. So the official offer for the Dodgers is now $116,000, all cash. I don't want to do any debt financing because, well, the Dodgers are already in trouble because of it. So, folks, it is really complex to know. Oh, AB Positive LLC. Okay, I like it. All right. I thank you, Lethal. So this is rather serious, and it is official today, folks. So, what the Dodgers have been doing is legal-ish up until you don't mention that where you're getting the money from is coming basically from you. It's called a closed loop, and I'm not going to bore everyone, but that's where the illegality came in, is that the corporation operating as it does cannot do what he did. And that's where the problem is, because the moves were effectively hidden from the ownership group, but and the government as well. So they're still investigating. They're going to find out. But what he was doing with the Dodgers, there are memes all over the internet saying Dodgers are frauds, fraud. Well, in effect, the Dodgers are not frauds. They're not. It's we know where they are, and it's the owner that did some things. And I want to use the word chicanery, but it's not appropriate right now. Is it?
Of course, the blogosphere is going to say that. I mean, they're simplistic people, so they're equating what Mark Walter is doing on the Dodgers itself. What he did to buy the team is one thing, but it doesn't take away from what the Dodgers have done on the field, because no matter how much he spent, and he could have spent $1 trillion to buy the team, they still have to perform. Look at the Mets. How long has the Mets been the top, salaried team, for 3-4 years now, and they suck. Sorry, Tanya.
I'm sorry, Big Dog. What was that? The Mets what?
The Mets suck a big one. Sideways. That's how bad they are.
Oh. Okay.
Speaking of such innuendos that I'm speaking of, did you hear what happened to yesterday's game in the WNBA, the Sky versus the Valkyries?
Oh, no, I did not.
The Chicago Sky's home game against the Golden State Valkyries was interrupted when multiple sex toys were thrown onto the court. The second consecutive night for a disruption similar to what occurred in several WNBA games last season. The incident happened in the third quarter of the Sky's 73-70 victory over the Valkyries. Players stayed on the court while arena personnel removed the items.
What was the point of it?
I have no idea. Well, same thing. We don't know what the point was last season when they did it last season, but evidently this happened day before yesterday, and this I didn't know. It says according to the New York Times, there was a delay for the same reason in the Atlanta Dreams 124-88 victory over the LA Sparks on Thursday at the Crypt. Police in Los Angeles said a male suspect was detained by arena security, received a citation, and was then released. And it says similar incidents happened last season in Atlanta, New York, and LA. Some incidents resulted in arrests.
Yes, they do, legal. Yes, they do. Yeah. Good morning, Tony. Yes, you had an event late last night.
What's up, Philly Special?
Well, I hope you're doing well. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. East Coast is in the house. Buenos dias, Jorge. Oh wait.
Hey, good morning. How you guys doing?
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Do a cheap impression of a goal using the name Jorge, but I don't think I have it in me. I'm sorry.
Well, there's a whore in there.
Hi, lad. Yes, there is. Jorge, ¿cómo has estado, man?
Man, I'll tell you, since I came from Chicago trip, man, it's been downhill since then. But hey, one day at a time.
One day at a time, indeed, young man.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm sorry that that is going on, but I'm glad you're joining us, and we're going to be able to talk some things through.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Oh, you are? Please tell. Yeah.
Well, I'm happy. I've been hearing you guys every time. You guys make me laugh.
Sorry.
And, it keeps me going.
It was really funny. We were on the other channel. It was we were doing the ARC review on Trekking Across the Universe, and before we went live, or actually, I think we were live. One of the guests said, this was before we went live. He said, I did some reconnaissance on you guys, and I was checking out, some of your prior episodes. And the other host and I, on cue, we're sorry. I mean, you had to do that. But it was funny where the other guy and I it was like, thank you, but we're sorry. That was funny. Be lazy. Call him George like they did with Posada. Ooh. I don't know, Jorge. I don't know if I have the wherewithal. But the word is chicanery, and it is appropriate. So, folks, I don't know if the big dog or Jorge will have any of the comments, but again, the blogosphere is being the blogosphere. It is being as stupid as it normally is. The Dodgers team is not fraudulent. It is the owner. The Dodgers, it's a Dodgers fraud. Even I was like, it was easy doing this on Facebook. Block, and you're gone. Anytime I see any site, I tell Big Dog, if they use 3 words and or if the stuff is stupid and it comes across my feed, I just block them. I mean, if you're that stupid, you have to go in my universe. And when they called them the frauds, well, okay, management has been rather shady. There are some shenanigans, as my daughter loves to say. Move them back to Brooklyn? Damn.
Brooklyn would love that, actually.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think they would. But, hey, the Raiders won! Holy crap. I know it's pretty.
They're looking good.
But they won!
No, they're looking good. I'm telling you, they're looking good.
Yeah, the third-string quarterback is looking good.
Yeah, Mendoza threw that pick 6, so.
Yeah, well, he's a rookie, young guy.
So's that
Yeah.
other guy who was in the second half. He scored everything in the second. I do admit, I think we were at the Ontario Stadium on Thursday, right, Big Dog? And somehow we
Yes.
found out the Raiders were losing 20-0. And we're just like, yeah, all right, move on. And then
Oh
all
no,
of a
I
sudden,
didn't. I didn't know they were down 20-0. I didn't
oh yeah,
I didn't know the score till after I got home.
oh
Yeah, yeah, they were losing. They were losing big.
yeah,
Uh,
somewhere somehow. And I admit, I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, someone posted all fair weather fans tuned out when they were 20-0. I was busy at a game. So all the Seahawks wide receivers are hurt. They're just grabbing people off the street to play receiver now. Jorge,
So,
let's fly to Seattle because if they're taking anyone, you and I have a chance. I'm
oh yeah,
going to
we
get
do.
hit once and I'm dead. So, but I have an
We'll take the
insurance
big.
policy.
We'll take the
Go
big
ahead.
dog as. We'll take the big dog as a water boy.
I never thought of
I
the
could
big
do
dog
that.
as a water boy.
Hey, imagine
I
we
did.
gonna need we gonna need plenty of water. That's for sure.
I yeah, we're going to, yeah, among other things. So, um, like I said, folks, last thought on the theme of the Dodgers. It's what the ownership group did in acquiring the money. They didn't mention, they didn't make the proper announcements. So I refer to it as a closed loop. In the financial world, that is very bad. See, because the corporations are public entities and there's fiduciary requirements. So um, if he fixes I don't know if there's going to be any legal ramifications. I don't pretend to understand corporate law in that sense. But if the investigation is ongoing and you set everything where it should be, I think there are only going to be some financial penalties. That's it.
Let's be
Seriously.
honest. Let's be honest. Major League Baseball is gonna cover all that. That's why that's so sad about it. And you're right. All they're gonna get fines. They're gonna get fines, and that's it.
I wonder what Major League Baseball is going to do in this one because they're going to have to investigate.
Yeah, they're gonna have to. I mean, but I'm saying, but if they're gonna throw this under the table and say, just go ahead and give them fines. And you're right. It starts from the upper management. That's where it starts from.
Yes, because there are rules. I mean, this is what happened. Big Dog and I were
Mhm.
talking about this on Thursday. We had a great time on Thursday. Big Dog, I have to tell you, my daughter and I were laughing about it yesterday. We just were like, it was fun yesterday. Yeah, well, on Thursday. We went over to the new stadium in Ontario, the Dodgers minor league thing, and all the seats are padded. Wow, that was a bit
Wow.
surprised, huh, Big Dog? I brought my
yeah.
little Rancho Cucamonga, uh, LA cellular seating pads, and they were not required. So, yes, Major League Baseball needs a nice long shutdown. Jorge,
Nah.
are the Dodgers responsible for this shutdown that's upcoming between owners and players? Folks, I am spitballing here, but I gave a colored question. So I do believe there will be a shutdown. So that's how I'm leading it. Jorge, do you believe there will be a shutdown?
Yes, I agree. Totally agree.
Okay. Why do you think it's going to happen? I'm not trying to trap you. I'm trying to open a conversation right here. Because look, folks, none of us are in the C-suite. All right? Let's end that right now. We can only go by what we hear and what we see. So knowing that, we are effectively spitballing. Jorge.
I believe because of the money issue. I mean, the money of this ball club. I mean, this revenue, how they get. And I understand there's commercials. I understand, but I mean, you're paying Otani all this money. You paying. I mean, they're doing stuff they should not be doing. That really is illegal in Major League Baseball. Which this is why I believe Major League Baseball will come in and investigate, and then it's going to get kind of ugly. And that, because listen, I understand contracts and I understand ownership, and when so many hands are involved in that pot, and that's what I'm trying to say. There's so many hands involved in that pot. The only thing, are they doing illegally or are they doing illegal?
Oh,
That's my
okay.
thing.
Okay. I
So that's
appreciate
the way I
that.
see it. I mean, that's the way I see it. So I think if Major League Baseball really, like you said earlier, scorekeeper, if they investigate and they really go 100% on this, not 50-50, they go 100% and say this is really illegal across the board. Okay, well, who do you blame? Now, like you said, you can't blame the Dodger name because it's not the Dodger name. Like you said, it's the upper management, it's all these want to co-owners or owners or investors, whatever you want to call it. Because there's money involved. There's money involved. So once that comes up, you'll be surprised. It will be shut down. I will not doubt it. And it starts from the Dodgers. Of course, Dodgers organization. Let's not blame the Dodger name, because that's the bad thing. Everybody put Dodgers and let's say Yankees, Orioles, and it's the ball club. No, it goes in the upper management, like you said. It goes from upstairs. It's go for the people that are involved with the money, people that invest, people that say, "Hey, man, I'm here to win. I pay to win." You know what? That's about to change.
Oh,
That's about to
Big
change.
Dog. I'm going to ask you the same question right now. Lethal says Middle America teams can compete because of shady deals, low populations, and regional sports networks dying. Big Dog, what is your impression or what's your idea of this impending lockout?
There is going to be a lockout. They're going to try and blame the Dodgers, but like what Lethal just put right now about shady deals, they're not shady deals. They're within the framework of the rules of Major League Baseball. Just because you're smarter than everyone else and you found those, and Scorekeeper hates this word, but you found those loopholes, so you could pay Otani $700 million, but only actually pay him $2 million a year, and the rest is all deferred. It's within the rules. They did not break any rules. What it is the other owners are, well, we can't spend that kind of money. Well, no one told you to buy in, BFE. Yes, you're one of 30 owners. Don't get mad because the Dodgers, the Yankees, and a few other big name teams can spend that kind of money. Because this is almost the same conversation that was said about the Yankees in the early 2000s. Same thing,
Um,
oh, they can buy anybody, they can do this, they can do that. This is just on a grander scale. It's still
um,
within the rules.
I believe, and I'm spitballing here, that Lethal was
Mhm.
talking about the money that they were getting from the insurance companies. That's where the shady stuff is going on.
Ah, okay. I thought he
Yeah.
meant more like the contracts and the all the deferments. Uh, uh, that's good. Once this stoppage happens and they put in the new rules, the the deferments of that grand scale is going to go away, of course. And of course, well, we've all talked about what they're going to do, what the NBA does with the salary cap. They're going to have a hard cap.
Well, we're going to see
Well, they're going to,
because,
oh, excuse me, I take that.
yeah,
They're going to try and get a hard cap. Put
yeah.
it that way.
This is, these players today don't have any concept what has come before them. Over the years, and before even Jorge joined us, I've talked about, and I just had his name, but that train derailed. So that's what I'm saying whenever I lose my train of thought. Like, damn it, that train derailed. So the Donald Fear, oh my God, that guy was way ahead of the game when it came to, putting it to Major League Baseball and leading the players to financial nirvana. But I like I said, I really don't know where these players are, how smart they are. Just look at the ABS system. Early in May, I had said, yeah, these. I know this is going to come across as insensitive, but I said the batters, especially from the Caribbean, should not be challenging ABS. Remember, because they were wrong all the time. How the hell can you get a free swinger to make a call on ABS. The joke before many of this audience came into being is, and Jorge knows this, Big Dog knows this, that a lot of free swingers from, I'm talking about hitters, either way, a baseball, damn it. I'm talking about that. I know, I had to put those qualifiers in. They said, you can't walk off the island. You have to hit your way off the island. It's a simple understanding, and everyone knows that. You've got to hit your way off. So these guys are free swingers. And if you look at it, they are bad when it comes to judging balls and strikes. And look at the guy that got suspended a week ago. I was talking about it. He cannot appeal ABS calls anymore. He's done for the year.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The strike was right down the middle of the plate. And he appealed it. Oh, my God. So, a lot of stuff going on. It is what it is. Everyone loves Bobby Bonilla Day. Getting rid of deferments would be upsetting. I don't know if they're going to be able to do that because, again.
And that's what I was saying. They're not going to get rid of deferments. They're going to get rid of the outrageous deferment, like the Otani case. You know, that type of deferment where you're deferring 90% of the salary. That I think they're gonna try and get rid of. There'll still be deferments, but not on that grand of a scale anymore.
Oh, by the way, I had a meeting with Dewey Cheatham and Howe, our lead attorney, Mr. Heffelnickel, and we were discussing the California case against the Dodgers and the deferment. So remember, California is making a case, the Franchise Tax Board is making a case that they have to pay taxes on it now. So,
talking about Mr. Otani or the Dodgers?
Mr.
Or both?
Otani. Well, it's going to be both, actually. So, here's the thing. Since he hasn't been paid the deferment, but it is already. See, guys, before the contracts would end and then they would get a deferment. Remember, that's how a lot of these happen. So it's easy to figure that out. But the deferment was actually put in, and it was such a huge amount, and it's due upon termination of the contract. The Franchise Tax Board is saying, oh, wait a minute, this is part of the contract. So, and I'm going to share. I had a meeting with the staff, and I said, there's a troubling issue that happened over this last year. The IRS won a significant court case versus people and the profession, and indirectly people. The IRS, if they find any criminal stuff, they can go back to the day you were born. And they're going to work that in with the Otani case, because where the money came from illegitimate sources. This is a stretch, but I believe California is going to work it in there. All the management chicanery. So I know it's way out there, but I believe California is going to work this into the case. That's like, yes, but the origination of the funds, the intent. So the IRS won a major ruling saying they can go back from day one. I've been telling my clients for 39 years, how long should I hold my documents? Well, the IRS, if they find something criminal, they can go back to the day you were born. Other people have said, no, they can't. Read the rules, but okay. Anyway, so I alerted all of my preparers, pay attention. Just pay attention. That's it.
So the way it's written right now, or the way Otani's financial people understand it, is so he won't get so heavily taxed under California law. Before the deferment starts, he has to move to, let's say, Texas or Florida and take up residency there. And then there will be no state taxes, correct? The way it is right now?
Well,
or the way they understand it right now, excuse me.
We don't know. We don't know what their
Okay.
thinking is. But that's what a lot of people think right now is that, all he has to do is move. No, because that's the problem. The deferment was part of the contract. So that's, and I said this last year, California has a case to make because deferments are usually done after. This time it was actually part of this contract. So California has an argument to make. This is going to be significant in the sports world as well. The ramifications from this. So it's just a little entertaining. It's kind of fun to see how tax law is intervening. And yes, Big Dog, it is assumed that you have to pay taxes on it when it's due. So when did you earn it? See, that's the problem. When did you earn it? Not necessarily when it was paid. When did you earn it? So, and he, from day one, he has been earning $70 million a year. 68 is being paid out later. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, professional sports players, I mean, their taxes are so convoluted and complicated since they play in every single state. They have to file taxes from that state or get taxed on each state separately. So, I mean, it is crazy if you are a professional athlete, what you have to go through to make sure all your taxes are paid properly.
folks, there are municipalities that a lot of people don't know about that tax entertainers, sports people. Yeah. If you're here for 3 days, they're getting a bit of it. Yep. LA City gets 3 days of everyone that walks into town. That's crazy. And I believe others have it as well. I just know LA City does. I don't know if Anaheim does. It's too poor to look into it. And I'm not going to look into it. I do know that LA City does tax individuals. And it's not something where you have to, if you played in every state, it's 50 tax returns. No, it's more than that. Because you have the federal, which is one, then you have the state. And not all states have taxes in where you have to file a tax return. But many cities and counties say, hey, you're working here 3 days. You have to pay. So athletes, the complexity of their tax return is like, even for me, I don't want to play. I don't. Minneapolis, too. When A-Rod was a Yankee, he said 1 weekend in Minnesota cost him $100,000. Yes.
I have a stupid question.
Not at all.
To Mr. Taxman. If a player is injured and the team comes to Los Angeles, but you're at home rehabbing, are you then taxed for the team going there for the 3 days, but you did not go with the team?
That is an entertaining question. I don't know how the disability rules work with MLB on the payments and stuff.
Okay.
Jorge, what do you think on? I know you've muted yourself, but that's kind of an interesting question because if you travel with the team, it actually is. If you travel with the team and you don't play, it don't matter. You still pay because you were there with the team. But if you're hurt, it depends on the compensation.
That's an interesting question. It is. Yeah, that's a good one to think.
Yeah, the minutia.
I mean, you're still traveling, you're still moving on. So,
right. And the minute you said that, it dropped into my mind that it's where you work, and effectively, they might still have to pay, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. It is. I mean, it's crazy. Even though you're not playing.
If you take sick leave where you work, sick leave is sick leave. So, I think you probably still have to pay. That sucks, man. That sucks. That's pretty good, big dog. Wow.
Yeah. My thing is, if let's say you do have to pay, right? Even if you're injured and you're staying home, but your team is going on, And if I had to pay anyways, I'm gonna be like, I'm getting on the plane. Then if you're taxing me, I'm gonna sit on that damn bench and not play. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it
Wait.
worth it because I want my per diem. I want my hotel room. I want all my
Ooh.
stuff.
I believe players do travel with the team as well, but that's interesting. I gotta believe if you're on the active roster, yes, the per diem still applies. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
want it too. Oh, dude, I remember when I went to Washington D.C. back in 2007. What happened is they pulled me off the job, and the days that I worked, I was paid by the union my full salary, but I wasn't paid for the weekend because I was on my time. But they did give me a per diem. All I know is that when I got home, because it's a union thing, dude, you get food at the union hall, you get food at the hotel, you
yeah.
get food. I came back with money. I was like, ooh, I like this. So I loved traveling for union business. Oh God, I loved it because I don't spend a lot of money on expensive places. Carl Jr., baby. Carl Jr. Yeah, Jorge, you don't have Carl's Jr. You have Hardee's, right, over there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hardy's.
they're Hardee's is that way. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hardee's is owned by Carl's Jr., but Carl's Jr. is much superior.
Wow.
Yes.
The same thing. They just change the name as you cross over the Mississippi.
That's it.
Anyway,
Right?
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like what is it? Dryer's ice cream. It's Dryer's ice cream here, and I forgot what it is on the East Coast.
Really?
Yeah, they have a different name. I forgot what Dryer's is over there.
Is
Oh,
it Dairy Queen?
No, no, no. It's let me see. I'll check it.
can't
Now that
be
I said that, I want to
Briars,
find
is
out.
it? It's not Briars,
Or
is it?
or well, Briars or Dryers. Well, one of them they have a name as you cross over.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Dryers is over here. Dre uh, Yers. Dryers. Years ago, Dryers every week would call Sister Rose at the Eucharistic Missionary Sisters and say, we have ice cream to donate. And my brother would take his custom deluxe 1981 pickup truck to the plant in Commerce, and they would put all this ice cream in the back of his truck. And we had to go and donate it in the communities because it's ice cream and it's going to melt. So we would do that. And I was just so shocked at the amount that Dryers would donate because it's not that it's melting, it's that even by their standards, it has a shelf life of so many days.
Yep.
So they would say, okay, well, we can't do what we normally do. We're going to donate it for the community, and we did that often. This is when I was in middle school, I think. It was kind of cool.
So
Big dog.
so Dryer's ice cream on the East Coast is called Eddie's, Edys,
Oh,
or Edy apostrophe s.
Wow.
that is a small victory. In Minnesota, they're only valid for 4 years. In California, sometimes they can only be valid for 1 year because they have a cycle. I guess California's female, but that's neither here nor there. And the reality is that for most people, a California license is 5 years. I believe an ID is anywhere from 5 to 10 years. But did you guys know that in Arizona, a driver's license is 30
It's like 12
years?
years. Oh, it's 30 years. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Melissa still has
Now,
her Arizona driver's license.
okay, I don't know if it's still in effect, but I've had clients show up with a license that's like 12 years old and they're in their 50s and it's like their high school picture. That's funny.
Wow.
So in Washington, 8 years. Wow. That's, yeah,
That's crazy. 30 years.
that is a small victory. What is it where you're at? Okay, for me, my license renewal is I've been on a 5 year plan. Call me a socialist, call me a commie. People probably don't know what I mean by that. The 5 year plan, right?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
Oh
here's
my God.
between 7 and 10 years, depending on the age. Believe it or not.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I remember my grandmother get her ID from California, and it was 10 years for the ID. But she was already a retiree, I believe. So, because I think
I
my youngest, go ahead.
wonder how long it is in New York. That'd be interesting.
Roz! Roz!
But you know what's smart? If you do it online and you renew it, you get it for 10 years. But if you go personal, they do all that retesting again, the vision and everything.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
me no likey.
No, me either. I go online and I renew it, and they send me one online, and I get it back, and I'm good with it.
My next renewal, I believe, is in 2029. So the last one was 2024 and then 2019. That's why I've been on the 5-year plan for several years now.
I think mine is 32,
Oh,
2032, something.
good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
The standard New York State driver's license is valid for 8 years.
Oh,
What? Thank you, Google.
Yep.
Lethal. Sorry. Just as you said that, Big Dog, he posted it.
Ah,
It's only California that readily screws their drivers. We have
well,
a
there's so many drivers.
population.
Also, there's also
Yeah.
so many drivers out there too. So
they want to make money.
I
That's it.
mean, we have like a top 5 worst freeways in all of the U.S.
Volume because the roads in LA County are some of the best anywhere. And even though I'm a retiree, the roads in LA, I'm still proud of that crap. I am. And Big Dog will tell a story that we respond. In county, our roads are better. Big Dog, realistically, you lived in the county area for a long time. The roads
Mhm.
are generally better in county areas.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Big Dog. That's from a private citizen right there talking.
I can
Now-
see
And
that
it's
here.
funny. It's
Okay.
funny living in Riverside that I've the last 10 years or so, and when you change over from one city to another, you can tell when the city
Yeah.
you can tell when one city ends and one starts, because all of a sudden you have a great street, and then all of a sudden you cross over the bridge or whatever, and the streets are crappy.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
you're like, oh shit, I'm in the next city now. I'm in Mobile now.
I was telling
No,
Big
not.
Dog that as someone wrote in when it was a topic in the LA Times or whatever, and they would talk about LA roads are horrible, and they were talking about LA City roads, and they would use it interchangeably. And I always wrote into the editor, nah, that's LA City, you boneheads. I challenge you, because we do have a maintenance contract, and we're our roads are better. But anyway, Jorge, I cut you off.
No, it's okay. I mean, I've been here 20 years. I call this road here in Georgia Armadillo Road, because every time you every time you drive, you got a bump. Boom, boom. I say, oh, I killed an armadillo. My wife says, really? I say, oh my gosh, that's how bad it is.
Damn.
And Jorge, just to let you know, Jorge, if you ever want to get on Scorekeeper's good side, tell him he was a city worker.
His face already.
There's that poker face of his.
Oh boy.
Hey, Big Dog, we won on Thursday.
Yes, we did. And you know who
Actually-
also you know who else also won on Thursday?
Go ahead.
It was I mean, they barely squeaked it out. I mean, it was such a close game. But the Brewers, barely squeaked one out against the Mariners that Thursday night when they won 22-0.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's my folder. That's a leather folder. Don't put your nails in it. So rat right here.
Yeah, they had 22 runs on 22 hits. Holy crap.
Yeah.
The only other 22-0 victories since 1901 were Pittsburgh over the Cubs on September 16th, 1975, and unfortunately, it was Cleveland at New York against the Yankees, August 31st, 2004.
I sadly remember that day. Yes, folks. When this happened, I was telling people, dude, this is a centuries-old record.
Yes.
It's big.
And of course, it would have been 20. I believe it would have been 20-0 had not the outfielder caught the fly ball for out number 2, but then he threw the ball into the stands. So the players that were on second and third, they came in because the ump was like, idiot. You threw it in the stand, so everybody goes ahead, two bases. So two runs came in.
Now, had I been playing, I don't think I'm capable of making many errors, and I did. Actually, no, I didn't. You know, I remember I made one error at first base in 3 years. But guys, we're only talking about 70 games in 3 years. Okay, it's nothing anywhere near.
Throwing the ball into the stands, would that be considered an error? Even though he made the out? I mean, how would that be? That wouldn't be an error on the player. I mean, I don't know if you can put stupidity as an error.
Oh,
Actually, it would
that is an
be in the
error.
notes, right, Jorge?
Yeah, it will be. It should be an error if he throws to the stands. It is an error.
I believe it should be.
Yeah.
Um, my
Yeah,
daughter Gmo
I have to
is
look that
really
up now.
getting into understanding baseball a lot now,
I've noticed
and
that. I've noticed that.
yeah, I it's funny because Big Dog is a few seats down. He's like, "Will you shut the hell up, scorekeeper?"
Oh no, not at
Um,
all.
I'm very critical of baseball players, huh, Big Dog? I in my world there are more errors than there are hits. Does anyone know why? As
Because
a
the way you
former
score it.
pitcher, as a former pitcher,
Mhm.
a hit will lead to an earned run. An error will be an unearned run if it comes across. So
Mhm.
I'm a former Peabody shooter. Of course, I'm going to stand with the pitcher. Of course I am. Come on, boys. Anyway, it's 7:02 a.m. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is 7:02 a.m. Pacific time on August 22nd, 2026. This is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. It is the Saturday Morning Extravaganza. And we already have likes from Sonia Robles and Tony Konopka. Thank you, one and all. We appreciate the love.
What about
Like,
me?
follow,
I was the
subscribe.
first one. I gave a love. I gave a heart.
I only have Sonia and Tony today.
Well, that sucks.
It
'Cause I
does.
put it in before. I put it in before the episode started.
Did
Yeah,
So I
me
you
don't know.
too.
Maybe
do
that's why.
another episode, or did you do it on YouTube?
Yeah,
No,
YouTube.
I
Yeah,
did it
I put
on
it on
Facebook.
Oh wow! Oh
I put
whoa!
I
Oh
put I
wow!
did
You mean
I did it
Facebook?
on I did it on
Facebook.
Bookface. Bookface.
Facebook.
Yeah.
No, I did mine on YouTube. I put the right
We
away as I
can't
entered.
see them yet on you, but thank
Yeah,
you, Jorge.
yeah, I always do
I
that.
do appreciate that.
I always put the comment and the likes. That's important.
I
Yeah,
try and put a
and
middle finger and it won't let me.
well, there's a way to do it. Like you can spell hello on a calculator. You can put a middle finger on YouTube. It's not all that difficult.
Oh,
You
I
just
never
got to know
spelled
what it
hello.
does.
I always spelled boobs on the calculator.
I did too. And Big Dog remembers that I put hello. I There was another one I used, and I did have boobs. And I would tell everyone I'm walking into a meeting. I would do this on Facebook, and oh, we just got a like on Facebook right now. Thank you, Aisha. So I had my calculator. People were like, "Why are you taking the calculator to a staff meeting?" I said, "Well, there are engineers there. It's my universal translator. So if you want to talk to an engineer, you talk to them with numbers." And I would take a picture of me like a tricorder from Star Trek. And a former, well, he passed away, but a friend from New York realized that every picture I put on from work had something deliberately, like a little note written in, or like on the calculator. It would say, hello. That was my universal translator one, hello. But when I went into management meetings, I always had boobs on my calculators. So, yes, Big Dog, I'm immature as everyone else. We got another like. Oh,
There you
no,
go.
there's Peter Gama. Thank you. Someone by the name of Piotr Gama gave us a like.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
I don't know.
Uh,
I really don't know about that.
well, guys, I'm probably gonna hopefully might change platforms pretty soon.
Oh, okay.
Why, what's
Yeah,
up?
because
What's going on, young man?
Well, because I'm not, YouTube's changing every single time. There's new policies, and I'm getting tired. So I'm looking at other platforms. I mean, I still be with you guys, but I'm looking at other platforms. There's so many rules and regulations. The only good thing YouTube has, you get 70% of the revenue, they get 30. But now they're adding more stuff. Now they're
Yeah.
adding. I mean, and like I say, I'm not here to make money with YouTube. I told them straightforward. I'll be honest with you. I'm here to just interact, have fun on YouTube, and do my sport channel. And which I mean, I do. It's funny because I get what 300 views, and I only got 50 likes. I said, okay, maybe 250 don't like me, but then what the heck you watching for? I'm serious. I mean, there's things you like. No, I'm not, because I'm a Dolphin channel, but I talk about a lot of sports. And boy, do I have one right now that I'm going back and forth, and I say, hey man, it's your opinion, your personal opinion. I got mine. So I respect that. I move on. I'm just a positive person. But if I have to criticize, I will criticize. But it's to my way of criticizing, of the knowledge that
Yep.
I see. Because everybody don't agree with everybody. It's kind of hard to do that because there's no agreement, because you see something different. But man, there's so much negativity out there right now that you'd be like, what in the world, man? You know.
I have lived on the internet since 1989, Jorge. I was with a Quantum Link.
Mhm.
I did not have Prodigy or CompuServe. I had Quantum Link.
Right.
And I remember when things were actually okay, they were decent. And you had moderators that were able to take care of stuff. But now the internet has become it's just bad.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in a way, I mean, like I said, I'm not against anybody because that's who I am. I mean, that's your opinion. I respect it. But if you don't like the Dolphins, and I give you an example, and I'm not going to use names because I'm not. If you don't like the Dolphins, then get out. I'm okay with it. It's not, if and it's a Dolphin fan, all right, because he has lived 20 years not winning a playoff game, and he hasn't done. I say, oh my gosh, get over it, buddy. Just get over it. All right. I mean, it's a new regime. It's a new ownership. A new, I mean, not ownership, but a new GM, a new, head coach. Everything is new. Give the guy an opportunity. Give him a chance. Oh no, 20 years we haven't won the playoff. Okay, you haven't won one, but you've been there, and that's the part they don't understand. Well, it's been 20 years. Hello, you've been there. You lost against Kansas City. You lost against the Buffalo Bills. So you've been there. So what's the problem that you haven't won one? Yes, I understand. But my gosh, man, they go back and forth. And I'm like, okay, it's your opinion. I respect it. Move on.
Uh, when you said it's not a new regime, but it's a new 5-year plan.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. Yeah. That's what it is. They bought these guys in, okay, and they bought people that are very smart, are very good scouts. They know how to get players, in the draft. They're very smart. Sullivan in the Green Bay Packers. Hey, Aaron Rodgers, Matthews. Okay. I mean, look what he got. The guy is smart when it comes to getting talent. But I also believe it's up to the it's up to the players. I also believe that.
You mentioned his favorite player, Aaron Rodgers, so that's why.
Well,
Oh,
I don't. I'm
uh,
not an Aaron Rodgers. I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan either. Don't feel bad. I'm not one of them either. It's time to him to retire and leave. I'll be honest with you.
Oh,
That's a
definitely.
Yeah. That's another one that I'm having an issue with in my channel. You don't like Aaron Rodgers, buddy. Give the young quarterback some chance and tell the old man to just sit down at home and enjoy his retirement, man. That's it.
Yeah.
But once again, people just don't like it.
Oh,
Well, I
I
think.
forgot. I forgot to put a precursor that. Of course, it's future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, Rodgers should have retired about two seasons ago. He he's tarnished his legacy these last couple of years.
That's it. He did. He did. I mean, he's a very selfish individual, and people get mad when I say
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah.
His ego is all the way up there. People don't hate when I say that, and it's so true. It's leave the young quarterback to play. Get your butt and sit home and enjoy what you call that. Remember, he used to do the double check thing on the
Oh
insurance,
yeah, yeah.
State Farm. Yeah, yeah, stay home and do that, or get a freaking job with a State Farm.
Well, notice if you give him a script, he's good at it. So, but when you make him think, okay, I'm gonna vomit again. I apologize.
Yeah, I'm sorry, selfish individual, very selfish. I'm sorry. That's why. That's
Yeah.
how I feel.
Ugh.
What he should have done, he should have retired when he won that last MVP award.
That's it.
Was it 3 seasons ago? Yeah, he should have
Mhm.
went out
Well,
on top there. But because he won that MVP award, he's like, oh, I still got it. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna go sign with Pittsburgh now.
okay.
yeah,
Now, as far as that big dog and Jorge, I will argue with both of you that if a player still has and they still want to compete and they do compete, I have no problem with that. Good. Seeing an old guy beat up, a young whippersnapper. There's all the joy in Mudville right there. I love that. I take you back to the guy that was with Green Bay and then he went to Minnesota, right? I forget that Brett
Brett Favre.
Favre. He was what, 40? And he was doing things. I talked about this conversation. There was this kid who had joined our universe. He's like, dude, it's just he's so old. I said, okay, first of all, you little 18-year-old shit. Allow me to educate you on some things. Right now, this 40-year-old is embarrassing 22-year-olds, 25-year-olds. And until you get to be my age, you little shit, you're not going to understand how, as much as we like Brett Favre, a significant portion of America was cheering for Brett Favre because he's an old guy playing with the kids. We all wish to be there. And in a way, there's some with Aaron Rodgers as well. Sorry. There's a
Well,
lot with Aaron Rodgers.
the thing with Brett Favre was he was great until he had to throw across the body.
Actually, he was great until we found out how small his wee was because he was sending those pictures to the girls who were all like, that's way too small. I thought when they meant fourth and long, the girls were like, there's nothing here. Remember, I talked about it. That's why he was playing. Remember that big dog? The reason why Brett Favre continues to play is because women were mistaken on fourth and long. It was actually fourth and inches.
Well, don't feel bad because if you look at it,
Oh, I don't.
Aaron Rodgers followed Brett Favre's step. The only thing is, he never went to Minnesota. He went to the Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
I mean,
go ahead.
I mean, like I said, it doesn't bother me. You're right. If you have it in you and you want to play and you feel healthy, but you already see that you don't have it in you, you don't want. I mean, seeing all these older guys beat these young guys, and wow, they look bad. And then I see young guys beat these older guys, and you say, "What in the world?" So when you don't have it, you just don't have it. Let it go. But and
Okay.
look at this. He's back with his head coach McCarthy.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
hello,
A
really?
lot of people don't get what I've said about me personally when I was playing in the co-ed softball leagues over at work and stuff, well into my 40s. Big Dog, I explained it to him. I said, dude, it took me 2 years to realize that I should have retired 2 years before. So I was like 4 years late. That's the point. It's like it took me 2 years to realize I should have retired 2 years before. So I realized I was too old for it. If I could still play today, I would, but I can't. And if Brett Favre is still playing, you know what? It's good. I'm happy for him. Earn all the money. Just shut just shut up. No one
Yeah.
cares what you believe. No one cares what you think
Mm-hmm.
because Brett Favre is a lefty in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Remember what they used to say about lefties in baseball? $1 million arm, 10-cent head. That's exactly what Brett Favre is. He is a lefty in disguise. Doesn't matter how smart the lefty is, he's probably going to throw 100 miles an hour, so put him out there. But there's only a dime up there. There's not much. But anyway, folks, it's 7:15 a.m. and I'm going to have to do a solid. I do need to feed my little kitties, so I need about 2 minutes. I'm going to ask the big dog to take over. And
No.
I'm going to go feed them right now. So this
No.
is Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday Morning Quarterbacks on Saturday. And Scorekeeper will be back. He has to feed his little pussy cats.
Meow.
Yeah, that was funny. I'll be back. No, I'm not going to do it. Oh, shit. Pause, idiot.
Meow.
So Jorge, I don't know if you saw this or not, but Max Muncy of the Dodgers. So evidently he eclipsed 400 plate appearances this season, and he had a interesting part of his contract was activated because of that. So now, for every plate appearance he does from 401 to 550 plate appearances, every single plate appearance gives him $15,000 in his contract.
Holy Toledo.
Yep. And it says additionally, his 2027 contract escalates now because he hit it this year. So for next year, each plate appearance from 401 to 500 gives him $20,000 per plate appearance. And if he goes into the 500 plate appearance territory, then he gets paid $35,000 per plate appearance next season.
So my question to that is this: you think the Dodgers are going to give him over 500 play appearances? Go say no, man. We'll give you 400. Don't go over that.
Yeah. So this year, I just looked it up. This so far this year, and he still has a month left.
Right.
He's at 445 plate appearances.
Wow.
So 45. Let's see what
He,
that comes out
will
to.
be four.
$15,000.
Yeah.
So 15,000 times 45 plate appearances that he's in that zone part right now.
Right.
So
Right.
just by hitting that little marker, he's already made $675,000 just for walking up to the
Wow.
plate.
Wow. See, this is what's terrible about baseball, man.
What
I'm
happened?
serious.
Oh, I was talking to him about the Max Muncy escalators in his
Oh,
contract about plate
yeah.
appearances. So he now, I was just looking at it up to date as of
Uh-huh.
yesterday. Max Muncy has made 445 plate appearances. So because of the escalator in there, so he's made 45 plate appearances to activate that 15,000 per. So in those 45 plate appearances, he has made $675,000 just for walking up to the
Wow.
plate so far, and he's
Wow.
got
And
another month to go.
but Muncie is delivering right now, so he's earning the bonus. How he got there? Wow. I'll leave that for Dodger fans to ruminate about. Ooh, I'm using the big words today.
My thing is, come on, baseball strike.
Oh, I did prepare my daytimer calendar yesterday, and I was looking ahead, and I already have my calendar for next year. I was as I had made
don't
the
don't
announcement of
don't
the
lie,
program.
don't lie, scorekeeper. You have your calendar set from all the way to 2030. Don't give me that next year. You have your calendar set for at least 3-4 years ahead of time.
If people would operate and communicate and work with me, there wouldn't be an issue. When I started Sports Talk with the Guys, I started with a calendar of 2008. But Big Dog remembers that I put the calendar, I printed the pages. I won't tell you where. I printed the pages all the way through 2015 because of the Pathfinder project that was going to Pluto. And I was like, well, that's an important date that we need to have on calendar. So I had, and I still have those pages. Here it is. Guys, check it out. Oh my God, here it is. 2008. All the programs that we did. And this went all the way through. Oh, crap.
Wow.
April of 2024. This was the original calendar that I carried with me. Here are all the notes of all the stuff that we did, the programs, the printouts, notes on programs. Oh my God. Yes. June 2009, when the Star Trek movie was appearing, all of our guests. we had so many programs on the network that I was growing in such a way that I asked Big Dog to assume our Western regional operations, vice president of West Coast operations. And then Cliff Zier had become president of East Coast operations. On the date I announced it, on a Saturday night, these two blokes were on a program that was on a competitor's website. And I showed them, what the hell? I just named you characters. Heads of West and East. It was funny. You remember that name, Big Dog?
Yep.
But it was AJ.
Jorge,
He wasn't a competitor, but it was still
Jorge,
damn funny.
if you ever want to see Scorekeeper lose his mind, hide his notebook
Oh my
because he
God.
writes everything down.
No.
You lost it that one time. You were freaking out. This was like 2 years ago.
We are not going to do that. We are not. I don't know. No.
See, look, he's already getting anxious just talking about it. See,
We are not
what happened,
going to go down that road.
Raj? What happened? What was it? You misplaced it, or someone moved it? I forgot what it was, but you couldn't find it for like 2 days.
Yes, and yes, it was moved. And it was misplaced, and someone moved it. It wasn't done on purpose, but it was the easiest way for me to lose weight. It was.
Scorekeeper was losing his mind.
Well, wow. It's gone now. So it's because in 2022 is when I determined that if I didn't write things down, I was forgetting. And I remember informing management that I need to let you guys know that I'm noticing a degradation in my way of doing business. And I'm like, okay, so why'd you tell us this? Because I need a day timer paid by you guys every year. Oh. Actually, they've been paying it since 1995. But it makes a better joke.
And you wrote everything down in that day timer on that solid oak desk that you ordered through them at work?
It wasn't solid oak. I would have bankrupted the county.
Now, see how he doesn't deny that he ordered a desk. He just said no, it wasn't solid oak.
It wasn't solid oak.
The county now has a surplus in its budget because I'm no longer there. I was notorious, man. I bought everything. Wow. I did. We needed materials to function. And there was never a question of us not doing the job. It's just, I had a division head one time walking. He says, you just don't go cheap on any of your purchases. I'm sorry, Mr. Cadena. There's a bunch of white noise. I didn't hear all of that. I actually told my division head that. I didn't hear what you said. Even as a joke, I'm a senior clerk. Telling my division head that's actually, he was the one that came to my desk at Alcazar, and I really thought I was going to lose my job. Remember, Big Dog? Someone gave me that parking sign one, which I have here. It says, okay, I'll show you. I had this on my desk. We can't have this. Well, we couldn't have it today. Let me get it right here. I love this. Because people would always go to my desk and steal stuff. Someone bought that for me. And I had it on my desk. No trespassing. Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. Okay, and it was right there. And the division head, no, he wasn't a division head. He was a deputy director. So he was pretty high up the food chain. He was like 1 or 2 away from being director. You know, he's pretty high up the food chain. And he comes over to my desk. He says, oh, hey, that's where you work. And he sees the no parking sign. I'm like, I'm starting to hyperventilate because a division head can't get you fired that easily. A deputy? Yeah. And I'm not talking about law enforcement. I'm talking about assistant director stuff. He's looking at it, and I'm like, I'm already swimming in nausea because I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to hear the end of this. And I can see his eyes reading, and he says, oh, that's funny. That was it. I'm like, what? It was good.
Wow.
Yes, I got away with it. Well, in the 90s, I've told this story many times. I had 2 cork boards in my office. The one closest to the window is the one that had all the dirty jokes on it. The one that was a little bit closer that everyone would see had the memos, some funny things, whatever. Well, when the division heads would bring the deputies, they would come by my desk and they would look at what was posted because I collected the joke. For those of you that don't know, pre-internet, all the jokes went by paper. Remember that one? We older
Yeah,
folk?
all the
Big
folks.
dog?
Yeah.
All of them went by paper. So as they came across my desk, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. So it got to be, it made the wall. And I was humbled by that. He says, hey, dude, that was funny. It made Roger's wall. So they would bring the people as a joke to see. And I try to have funny stuff on my wall. Very little was risque, but there was a lot of play on words. And, they were probably inappropriate. Were they ever mean or whatever? No. But they were fun. But in today's triggered world, I couldn't pass probation.
Wow.
I cannot.
That sign would never fly today either.
Oh yeah, this would not fly today.
No.
I take that. Well, hold on. I take it back. That sign won't fly in Southern California anymore. You post that up in Mississippi or Alabama, no problem.
Oh, I didn't see this one. If you finish your year weighing more than your batting average, you should have your salary cut in half. Looking at you, Cal Raleigh. Oh my God! One of the best ongoing jokes we had over a 4-year period.
CC Sabathia.
CC
Sabathia.
Yeah.
It was.
We would make a bet as
weight.
Yeah, what would be more, his ERA or his weight? What would be more? And then of course that one season we laughed our asses off when they said they had to add pinstripes to his uniform because he was getting too fat.
Yes. And then CC Sabathia got hurt. He had his stuff, and when he was starting new, he said he was famous. He loved the Happy Meals at McDonald's. It's obvious the guy was girthier than me. And so when he had the off year, this is another thing that Sports Talk with the guys did. Well, namely me. I said, CC, I need the 98-mile-an-hour CC Sabathia back. I will pay for your first 10 Happy Meals. I will gladly donate to the cause. I need you to be a fat ass again. Because he had slimmed down a lot, and it was good for him. It was.
Yeah.
But we loved it here, huh, Big Dog?
He's a big guy too. He's a tall guy too.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he is a guy that I remember, he said he's never worked a day in his life. He never had a job. He never mowed the lawn, never did any of that stuff. He always played sports. I'm like, wow, that's a rarity to never have known what it is to have a 9-to-5 job. Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Very few people. Well, I don't know of anyone that can say that. So my daughter asked me on Thursday night's game, among her other questions, is can a major league team call up a player from single A? Like, how soon could they be playing in the game? Well, they could be playing in the game as soon as they can get there. Because would they call up players from single A? No. Have they? Yes. How often, Jorge? Seriously. That is the rarity of rarities, right?
Yeah, that's rare.
But has it happened? Yes.
I was going to say, because if they're in the minor leagues and as she said, can they call someone up from single A to the pros? Yes, it happens. But if you're that good coming in, you're not even going to see single A or maybe not even double A ball. They'll put you right into triple A.
I didn't tell her that, but you're right. I did tell her there are a few players. I need help on it, but I remember the last 2 players in the 70s and 80s. Oh, here's a trivia question. Who are the last 2 players in the 70s and 80s that did not play minor league baseball? They went.
Andre Dawson is one of them, right?
They went from college directly to the majors. I'm going to say no to that. We'll look it up. No, Andre Dawson, no.
What about Dave Winfield?
Bingo! San Diego
Yeah.
Padres. That's one of them.
So that's one of them.
The
Yep.
other one was an Atlanta Brave in
Yes,
the 80s.
Atlanta Braves. Yeah. Trying to remember his
Third
name right now.
baseman,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Bob
Bob. Bob. Is it Bob Horner? Bob. No,
Bob
not Bob.
Horner.
Horner. Yeah, Bob
Bingo.
Horner. That's it. Bob
Yes.
Horner.
Okay. Those are the two that I know. That's why I said in the 1970s and 80s. They're
Yep.
not the only ones, but you can really count on your hand how many.
Mm-hmm.
Big Dog, what'd you find?
I'm still typing.
Yeah, okay, you're still looking it up. Yeah. That's a good trivia question. I love that
Yeah.
one. I know of two of them. I don't know very many.
Not me either. I don't see no because mostly they goes from single A to double A to
All right.
triple A, and then they go to the majors.
So here's a few. It says over 24 players in Major League history have gone straight to the majors without playing in the minor leagues.
Wow.
Famous examples
it.
include Hall of Famers Dave Winfield, 73,
Mhm.
Sandy Koufax in 1955.
Okay.
Wow.
Among modern players like Jim Abbott, 1989, John Olerud,
John Olerud.
John Olerud
Toronto
Olerud,
Blue
excuse me.
Jays, New York Mets.
in 1989. Mike
George,
Leake
that's a
in
surprise, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Mike Leake in 2010.
Who the heck is that?
Garrett
I think it's Mike
Crochet. Garrett Crochet in 2020.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So there
And
are-
Ryan Johnson in 2025.
Oh, okay. I just haven't been paying that much attention. But
Yeah.
guys, 12 players in the history of baseball.
Imagine that. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't realize that about Jim Abbott. I'd forgotten about that.
I
That
had
he went straight to the
definitely
majors.
forgotten about that. Yeah. Well, he had a sparkling spring training, dude. I remember he was giving up like nothing. And then they brought him up.
So Garrett Crochet advanced directly from the University of Tennessee to the Chicago White Sox in 2020.
Yeah.
And then it says Ryan Johnson pitched for the Angels straight out of Dallas Baptist University without a single minor league appearance.
Wow.
Yeah. I was wondering. Thank you, Lito. I had not. I read. I don't know this kid. I read about him, and I didn't know they called him up. Mariners have called up Cade Anderson to start today in Double-A, guys.
Yeah.
Check that out.
I think they're playing against the Cubs today. I think.
Guys, in Double-A, 93 innings, 48 hits, 13 walks. That is 61 batters. This is where the whip comes into play. That's a whip statistic. Whip is walks and hits divided by innings pitched. If you have a 1.0 or better or lower, you are a god. A reliever should be at 1.0 or lower, and a starter should be at 1.2 or lower. So anyway,
So what's his whip?
Cade Anderson, look at that. 61 batters have reached base in 93 innings. That means in 32 innings, no one has gotten on base, guys. No one. Wow.
I think what's crazy is 135 strikes.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, the 135 Ks. Sorry, I hadn't gotten there yet. Sorry, it takes my intellectual.
No problem.
Takes a while to get up there.
But I think scorekeeper who was a former pitcher, I think loves the ratio of 135 strikeouts to 13 to only 13 walks.
Okay, that is unreal. That is 13-1. Actually, it might be 12-1. But anyway, that's still impressive. The Dodger pitcher on Thursday night had when he came in.
Oh, geez.
He had 13 innings, and he had 13 walks. No, 13 strikeouts and 15 walks.
Yeah.
I, in the back of my mind, saw the numbers, but I was just enjoying my time. And Big Dog says, "Hey, scorekeeper!" He yells up from the far side. Isn't that a great strikeout to walk ratio? And at first, I thought he was talking about the number of pitches. And then I looked up there, and I died laughing, dude.
Dude.
It was 13 walks to 15. No, 13 strikeouts to 15 walks in 13 innings. And he had
he walked two more people. while he was pitching
And he
that
also
night.
struck out a few. Yes. God, his whip is .63.
Wow.
Damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is not
No,
ungodly. That
no
is
wonder they.
Marvel-esque. Taking on
No wonder they.
DC.
No wonder they jumped him
Yeah.
from
no
Double
wonder.
A.
You guys like that one? That's
Wow.
Yep.
Marvel-esque versus DC.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
he's with
I
real
hope.
men now, though. He's gonna play against real men now. We'll see what
Well,
he
Well,
got.
yeah. See what he got. Yeah.
Yeah. But he ain't giving a dick, man, in the minors. So this kid's got a chance. I did not. I appreciate that, Lito. Thanks for letting me know about that one, or letting us know. Wow.
Well,
I hope he does well.
since you have the major league package, maybe you could watch that game and see how he pitches.
I'm talking about MLB TV, but thank you, Big Dog. I appreciate that. Big Dog knows that I cheer for my team when I go, and I rarely ever talk crap during the game. But I think I had Big Dog laughing because the other team did such a bonehead move that I even yelled out. And we were like on row end, right behind home plate, so they could hear, dude. I did the what is it? Not the Homer Simpson, Nelson. You know how he does that annoying. Okay, I don't know, Jorge, if you've been to the minor leagues, but Big Dog and I have seen in several teams now that when a minor leaguer does a great play, and we do see, they'll play that little cue from ESPN. You know that one? It's an ESPN play. Well, the Dodger team was getting belted by the 66ers on Thursday night. That even their fans were ripping them. Some guy did a bonehead move, and the Dodger fan was like, that was funny. We were all laughing, dude. I mean, they got lit up 12-5, right, Big Dog?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
12-4, 12-4, 12-5, something like that.
They
Yeah.
got a last run in there. But look, Gmo and I hadn't had a win in like 3 to 4 weeks. Every game that we went. And Gmo and I were like, are we the bad luck charms this year? Because the year before, every time we went, we won. And I was winning my peanut bags. They don't give them out this year.
That's because it's a different team now.
Yeah. So, Jorge, what would happen is the mascot, Bernie, would come by, and around the 4th inning, and I already knew this, he would give out bags of Cracker Jacks and or peanuts. And, he goes out there, he's like, hey, he pretends to throw it. And it's the fans that, do a bigger deal. They dance, they're whatever. Well, I realized that this poor guy never gets any love immediately or directly.
Wow.
So as he would start to come close, tempting, the fans with bags, he would come near me, and about a section over, and Big Dog, dude, he found this damn funny. I would, at the top of my lungs, Bernie, I love you. And the guy in the mascot's like, and he would hear me. And I Big Dog knows that in 6 games that we went, I got 4 out of 6 bags. That was funny. I would get a bag every game. And there were people that were like right next to me and thought it was to them. I'm like, give me that shit, you disabled, you dumbass. No. I took that bag away from kids.
And of course, me being the person that I am,
And
after like the second or
Facebook.
Maybe the second or third time that he got his bag of peanuts, of course, myself, as soon as he's like, Bernie, I love you. And I would yell out, Bernie, he wants your nuts.
The peanuts. Yeah. And I would
still
win.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I told everyone, I'm not buying peanuts. I'm going to win my bag. And I would win a lot. And the guy was cool. One time, he had a stick up his hat because he pretended to give it to me, and he gave it to someone else. I'm like, okay, Bernie, is that how it is? That's fine.
And he's telling the truth about that he didn't care if there was a little kid next to him because there was a little kid that was one time next to him screaming, and Roger made sure he out screamed the kid to get the peanuts, which he did.
Oh my
He
God.
got the bag of peanuts.
I'm surprised you don't have a billboard with the scorekeeper taking peanuts.
It was funny. I just look. There were days that there were people that were louder than me, but no one knew the secret. Bernie needed love, and
There you
I
go.
gave Bernie all the love he wanted, and he would give me Cracker Jacks and peanuts.
That's
That was
nice.
funny. And Big Dog went with me a lot, and I don't think Big Dog had ever saw me do anything like that.
Nope.
'Cause I
I
was
was like,
like,
who is it?
dude,
Yeah, I was
it
like,
was
who
a
is this person and what did you do with
fangirl.
the real one?
It was a fangirl when Justin Timberlake or Bieber would come by. Oh wow! I think this kid, if he can maintain his composure, if he throws 4 pitches, oh love of God! Wow, fastball, slider, changing the curve. Look, a reliever can get by with 2 pitches. A starter needs 3. When you have 4, that just starts to get mean. And then you get Maddox mean when you can throw 5 to 6 pitches. Huh, Jorge?
Yeah, you're right.
If this guy gets another pitch, ugh. But 4 is still pretty good.
Scorekeeper loves it, Jorge, that when, say we go to watch a game, at Applebee's or, B-Dubs or whatever, Scorekeeper just loves it. As soon as a pitch is thrown, they're like, that was a 2-fingered fastball. That was a split-fingered this. That was a 4-finger curveball. I'm like, Raj, how do they? He's like, they don't. They're just guessing.
Yeah, I mean, even the machines up there. Now, Jorge, one of the most annoying, I always tell you, the announcer doesn't know what the pitch was. Right, Big Dog? He's,
Mm-hmm.
breaking ball over for a strike.
Yep.
What the F is a breaking ball? When he just buzzed the guy at 93 miles an hour?
Yeah, a fastball.
Dude, that certainly is not a fastball. Breaking ball used to be a curveball.
Hmm.
According to MLB, Cade is the 5th best prospect in baseball. Wow.
Wow.
Well,
I hope. We'll probably do it. So what my daughter does now is when we're at a minor league game, she will, especially if we have the fence or whatever, or just one of those little wire fences in front of us, my daughter gets the hairnets and she puts the phone right there in front of us. So we're watching the minor league game and we're also watching MLB TV. My daughter, she loves MLB TV, and Big Dog, she is like us. We're baseball fans, and we'll watch other teams. Jorge, do you do that as well? Will you sit down and watch a non-local team?
yeah, I've done it
Yes.
before. Yeah, I like
Yes.
that. I like
Yeah.
something different. It's not just our team, our team, our team. I like something different. I like to see players and no players and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's good to know to see that. See my wife. I got my wife involved in that. I mean, we go to Hooters to watch a football game. She goes, "Why you take me to Hooters?" Well, just to see the chicken breast. I mean, to watch the football games.
That's beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
That is beautiful.
she tells me that. She goes,
I'm going to
"Really?" I say,
watch
"Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
chicken. I mean, the football
yeah,
game.
yeah, football game." Yeah.
Oh, when we went to the game, we were hoping because they were 1 run short. Had the Ontario team scored 6 runs, we would have had Hooters wings. And
Wow.
I had a
Oh,
party
that's
of
right. Yeah.
6. Guys, a party of 6. That was a full meal of chicken wings.
Wow.
So it
Yeah.
was,
If the team scored 6 runs, you would get six free wings from Hooters.
we would have made the time to go. So we are going to go back one more time on September 3rd. But your comment now, Big Dog, you've now been to 3 minor league
Yeah.
teams.
The only one I haven't been to is the Storm.
Yeah, which I have, and I'm hoping to sneak one in, but I don't think we're going to do it this year. But anyway, what do you think now of, like, especially the Ontario team?
The stadium is excellent. I mean, it's the best of all of them,
New.
of the 3. Yeah, because it's the new. Yeah, it's brand new. It's only however many games they played. That's how new it is. It's a fun atmosphere. I think it's more of a more fun atmosphere with the 66ers.
It is. It
The,
is.
even the games they were playing with the Tower Buzzards. Even the announcer was she was flat. I mean, even though she was from Kiss FM, the radio station, she just wasn't getting the crowd into it. I
Right.
mean, they were playing the games and stuff, and no one really even cared. Whereas when you're at the 66ers game, the crowd's into it. They're cheering the kids, they're cheering the people spinning, being idiots or whatever. At least the crowd's into it and they're cheering. And you just didn't get that with the Buzzards.
I'm glad you picked up on that, big dog, because because Ontario is close to me, as is Rancho,
Yeah.
and I drive twice the distance to go to San Bernardino, and it's just the minor leagues over there are fun. And then we know so many people now, and they know us. So you got the team, people in the stadium. They're talking. They're good people, but they have a sense of humor, and they got to do stuff during the game, and it's hilarious what they have to do. And
I
they're
think maybe
just
a
good
lot of
people.
it. I think a lot of it why it's so flat in Ontario is because of the name.
The
That
Tower
name just
Buzzards.
doesn't. Yeah. So
Jorge,
Jorge, they built this new stadium, and they said, oh, the Dodger franchise, the minor league team is going to move into this new stadium. We don't know what to call them. We're gonna have a contest, and you guys will have a year to decide what to call the new Dodgers, A club. They came up with the Tower Buzzers.
Wow.
A whole year. In fact, it was more than a year. And the best thing they could come up with is a Tower Buzzards. So we call them the
now
Buzzards.
Unbelievable.
they are
Yeah.
4 miles south of Ontario Airport.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah. It's right by
and
the
we're in the
airport.
same city.
And what's funny is like all the ushers are dressed as flight attendants or pilots.
Yeah,
So I thought that was kind of cute, I guess, but
yeah.
it's still
but you
flat.
guys,
The whole place is.
but what you guys say is true, man. The minor league baseball is probably more fun than the major league baseball. Don't get me
Oh
wrong.
yeah.
When I used to visit my daughter in Memphis, Tennessee, in Memphis when she would go to college, we used to go
Uh-huh.
and visit her, and they had what was the San Luis Cardinals farm system. Oh my God, man, that was
Okay.
nice. I mean, that was.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
see, the atmosphere is different. It's more fun. It's
Yep.
more. I don't know. You look at baseball. Okay, yeah, well, it's professional baseball. It's major league, but the minor leagues looks amazing, man. These kids fighting for position, fighting to go to the
Yeah.
majors. I mean, you have fun. I mean, I like it. I took my wife, and she said, "Wow, George, I've never been in one of these." I said, "Well, every time we go down there,
Yeah.
we'll see it, and we enjoy ourselves."
Uh, the I always warn everyone because I take a lot of people to the minor leagues. I just love doing it. Has nothing to do with the fact that I take a lot of people on Tuesday night to San Bernardino, and it's $2. I can't make it up. They're Tuesday night home games, guys. It's $2 for the tickets, $2 for parking, $2 hot dogs, $2 lemonades, $2 popcorn, $2 tacos. It's like, come on, man. It's
Yeah, that's right.
fun on it, and that's
It's
all year.
Yep. And still only
and
about 2,000 people show up only.
Now, when they
that's the
have
sad part. Yeah.
it is,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I've noticed that the attendance is up there, the giveaways, and then as I've told Big Dog, that they'll surprise everyone with they like, oh hey, we're gonna do this. Like there was a day that we were gonna go on for their giveaway days are on Saturdays. We have Tuesday and Friday tickets, and they've still given us stuff on Fridays. Like they gave us some bandanas a week ago. I'm like, oh geez, baseball bandanas. But Jorge Peter, let me tell you, they put so much clothes on our backs. It's ridiculous. I have so many jerseys now, so many caps and stuff. We're in. We're in with the 66ers, as in
That's
Route
nice.
66.
That's nice.
It's fun. We're meeting there. We have established connections with other fans there. And they're there not necessarily for the team. They're there because it's fun, and the people that work at the stadium.
I
I
think it's a
know a
great
lot of them by name now.
I think it's a great family atmosphere. That's the way I see it.
Yes. Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
that's the way I see it. I mean, I've been to baseball. I've been to see the Braves here. I'm not impressed when I look at the Braves. I go to the stadium and it's like a regular game. But when you go to the minors, it's just something different about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know, like I said, once again, they're professional baseball players and all that, but it's just it's not the same.
In my opinion, thank you, Jorge. In my opinion, Lito, what's a sweeper? It's a kid today that doesn't understand what a slider is. He
Hmm.
just named it differently. A sweeper is effectively a slider. They're morons. The fork ball used to be called the split finger, and
Hmm.
it's just they're idiot. They're ignorant. Sorry. For being a sports commentator, I am negative, but I love what I do.
But things has changed a lot, man. Things has changed. I
Oh
mean,
no, no, no!
why?
I am negative. Oh, sorry. Oh,
No, I know, but listen. I'm like you. I mean, I grew up in the '70s and the '80s, and I look at baseball now in the 20th century. I mean, the 20. I mean, come on, man. It's what happened to the fastball, curveball, slider, split finger, knuckleball. What happened to the knuckleball?
yeah. As a matter of fact, my office manager's dad play. I didn't know this, and I went over the house on Sunday because we went to Disneyland, and I picked her up at the house, and her sister went along, but they purchased. They went to Carl's Jr. Oh, talk about winning me over! How hard is that? So we ate a meal right before we went, and I was talking to the dad who I've known a long time, and they were watching the baseball fan. They're Dodger fans through and through, and I hey, um, yeah, I'm not gonna get on the Asperger, where that is. If you're a Dodger fan, just kidding. That was rude of me. That was rude. No, they're Dodger fans, and it turns out that he played minor league ball in Tijuana. He was a pitcher, and we just started getting into it. And I'm like, oh no, 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 no! You actually played for money. I paid money to play. He laughed when I told him that. And I said, "Look, I played in all the semi-pro leagues here in California, in Southern California. It was my thrill. I played anywhere from 70 to 100 games over 3 years. That was it. I was fortunate. I was on the varsity team, but as I told everyone, I was the ninth man on our 8-man pitching staff. Go figure that. I didn't even get into the blowout games. I did get into a lot of games every year, but I did as pinch runners, defensive replacements. I mean, I was on the team. I got into a lot of games, but I didn't, I was happy to be on the varsity team. I had no business being on the varsity team, but I hustled every year and I was lucky. The student body was 150 kids in 4 years. That's
All guys. Don't forget that part.
It was a seminary, all right.
That's what I'm saying. All guys.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. No, just kidding. Yeah,
You know, it's funny you say that. My dad passed away. He used to be a Dodger fan. Man, we used to sit down and tell me things about the Dodgers. And I'm like, wow, man. In the back in the old days, with the Brooklyn Dodgers, I say, wow. I say, how does this man know all this stuff? And he used to be a Cub. He used to be the Ernie Banks, because we live in Chicago. And
really.
then
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He loved Ernie Banks, and he was telling me stories about him. I mean, me growing up, and he was saying, man, he talked about Tommy Lasorda, Fernando Venezuela, Steve Garvey. Oh my God! I said, listen, Ron Say, I said, those are players just amazing. Love the sports. Of course, the last one, Kurt Gibson with the, I used to call him with the bad leg, hit the home run against what, Dennis Eckersley. Remember that? Oh
Oh
my
God,
gosh.
Yeah.
yes.
He tells me all these stories. That's why I love my dad, man. He was one of those guys that, when it comes to baseball, he's one of these legendary guy that loves the old sports. He doesn't love this young stuff that start coming up in the '90s, '95s, and 20. He just didn't like it. He said, "Wow." I said, and he said, "This is the real time we play baseball. This is real baseball, George." not what we play now.
You know,
Like that we talk before.
yes. You know, Jorge, I remember going to Dodger Stadium on a Sunday at a 1 o'clock start time, and Big Dog and I went to a few Sunday games. It's just we didn't have a whole lot of luck sitting in the sun, but that's neither here nor there. When we were younger, it was a lot easier to tolerate. Now we won't do that. But
Yeah.
we went to Dodger Stadium on a Sunday, and it didn't matter where you were, but you could hear Vince Scully in the stands, the announcer for the
Yep.
Dodgers,
Yes.
because people would bring their radios, and everyone could hear. There were like maybe 50 radios in the stadium, and you could hear Vince Scully in stereo. And no one ever said, shut that down, whatever. It was probably, could you put the volume up?
Yeah,
Because,
a legend. That he was a legend. It's amazing.
In addition to that, Jorge, the way we exchanged with baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I love baseball in every which. I love baseball. And people look at me like, oh, well, which team do you like? I love baseball. And they think I'm a leper because I will watch other teams. I'm like, you know what? Look, Mr. Little Wee, why don't you go play with yourself and, just stick to the hatred of owning or following one team. Do whatever you want. I love baseball. Big Dog. That's what we have in common. He doesn't give a shite about going to Dodger Stadium. We've said this. We wish we could go to Dodger Stadium more.
Yeah.
But as I told Big Dog, I made a financial decision. Do we go once a year to Dodger Stadium, or do we go 20 to Angels and the minor leagues? It's like, yeah.
Man, look at the Angels. Look at the Angels too. Doug DeCincy, Rod Carew. Oh my gosh, man. My dad used to tell me stories. Oh yeah, I mean, wow, man. My dad used to tell me stories. He told me, you know why Fernando Venezuela always look up to the sky when he pitched? Of course, it was a joke he was telling me. I said, why? He was praying that nobody hit that ball.
That's funny. From an East Coast fan, I can see that.
He was telling me that. He goes, George. I said, what? You know why Fernando always look up the sky before? I said, what are you going to tell me now? Because he's sure that ball don't want to get. Okay.
Well, then the Big Dog might find this amusing because if that is true that Fernando looked up on every pitch, well, I was no different than Fernando because when I really needed that basket,
yeah,
I would whisper to myself, I'll still be a priest. And Big Dog heard me once or twice.
Well, see, that's what my dad said. I said, I wonder what he tells the guy in the sky up there. I'm throwing this pitch, but man, let me see a good pitch. I'm like, okay. And I say, wow, man. But man, we sit down talk about P. Rose. I mean, Dave Concepcion. Oh my gosh. We talk about all these players.
Jorge, that's what I was alluding to right now when I talked about the exchange with baseball. It was different. We would watch the games on TV. There were community events. We would go to the games. We would listen to the announcers tell the stories, talk about the game, and we would read it in the newspapers. It was an interchange on another level. That doesn't happen today. It just doesn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people would say, well, you have Twitter, you have the internet. Well, that's the exact same thing. But whatever. They say, oh, but you have more engagement with the players. It's much more different when you have someone talking about the player than the player putting aluminum foil on their head and talking about, how I'm smarter than everyone else. The world is flat and you guys are stupid for believing what you do. So right. Aaron Rodgers, go play with yourself.
Yeah.
I'd rather learn about Aaron Rodgers than to learn from him. He's a moron.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, when you listen, Big Dog's agreed with you. It does. He doesn't have to, but he does. When you listen to Aaron Rodgers talk about football,
oh hell yeah!
Oh my God!
As long as he talks about just football,
passion.
Yes, the numbers speak for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Big Dog used to be a massive fan of Aaron Rodgers. Yep. And then he started to Well,
Step back.
it started to
Step.
percolate all the stuff he would say, and even Big Dog's like, "Yeah, I'm not playing with this anymore."
Yeah. Long as he just
I
talked football, I was like, yeah, I'm right behind, I'm right there with you, man. But as soon as he stepped out of his football area, it was like, no, 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 no.
I mean, this moron believes the world is flat, but okay, whatever. Okay, so look, the passion that these players have is amazing, and listening
Mhm.
to them talk. There is only one guy that Big Dog and I argued about that even this player, it's not even a dime up there. The dime is looking to make change because there's nothing up there, and that is Michael Jordan's number 2.
Oh, Pippen.
How appropriate, Pippen. That guy is so empty, and so full of hate too. But whatever.
Yeah.
That's a guy that Scotty, whatever. I just don't have time for it because I just don't. But listening to players, I fully admit, Aaron Rodgers, listening to him talk about football, wow,
Yeah.
it's awesome. Stay in your lane, Aaron.
And that's the key word right there. Stay in your lane. That's it.
Yeah.
And he's not the only one.
You know, when my dad used to tell me all these nicknames to players, Charlie Hustle, remember, was Pete Rose,
Yeah.
Yes.
and my dad used to tell me, man, they used to hate him. I say, why, Dad? Because he plays so nasty. It's not because he played nasty. It's because he loved the sports. Okay, he's a hustle. He plays.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the way they do it, George. I mean, you slide at home and you're a catcher, you might as well block the play because I'm gonna knock you out. And he did not. So that's who he is. And people got, oh, he's nasty. Well, that's the way we play sports, right? Okay, you compete.
Yeah.
But nowadays, man, and he told me names that I'm like, wow. I mean, he was telling me, remember the Hulk, Andre
Yes.
Dawson,
Yes.
Andre Dawson. He told me, George, you know what they call him, the Hulk? Have you seen this guy hit the home runs in Wrigley Field? And he showed me all these videos. I was like, what in the world, Dad? He says, you see, George, that's the difference, man. That's the difference. And of course, then the steroids era came in. McGuire, Vaughn, you call it, Canseco. It's sad. And he says, this is what happened. Major League Baseball has changed. That's why when I talk to people, I'm glad that, you guys understand, because you guys been there for a long time. I've been there for a long time. People don't know now, man. They look at baseball now. Yeah, it is. Let's be honest. It's a business. Okay, it's really a business right now. But
Oh, yeah.
all these contracts they're paying for these players, it's insane. I mean, let them go to a salary cap like the NFL. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Because the NFL is about to change too. All right, they're talking about changing, these salary caps. That it's just insane. You're signing a quarterback millions of dollars and haven't even snapped a ball in the NFL.
Well, Big Dog and I were laughing last week when someone signed $100 and some $million contract, and 93 million or 93% or 93 million was guaranteed of like 120. So, oh yeah, the NFL negotiators are rolling in their graves for that one.
Oh yeah,
It's almost all going to be guaranteed. Alito, I appreciate that comment. I love hockey. Doesn't matter the team. Look at my closet. Currently have around 60 hockey jerseys, 26 NHL teams, 3 Russian jerseys, and a junior hockey jersey. Wow. Ty Cobb was nasty. Rose just tried hard. Pete Rose, before he died, was talking about a player and what they do on the field. And he said, hey, those lights are on. It's 100%, baby. And I'm paraphrasing Pete Rose. And he was talking about the modern ball player, about not running things out, jaking it, as some people say. I remember when Ricky Henderson was accused of jaking it on the Yankees in 1987. Yeah, and I was like, "What the hell is jaking it?" And I found out it was. I'm like, "Ooh, that's a baseball pejorative. If you accuse someone of jaking it, yeah, that's so." So anyway, Okay, that one derailed. Oh, P Rose. Okay, he talked about if those lights are on, people are paying me. Shut the F up.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a sports. I mean, you come to see the best player in baseball. A guy that comes in that can play first base, third base, he can play whatever he wants to play. Hey, go out there. He's gonna hustle. He's gonna do it. My dad said, "Have you ever seen P Rose jersey clean?"
Yes.
Only when he
And
stepped out for the very first time. That was about it.
yeah, when um when they announced the players for the All-Star game and he's
Hmm.
lined up, that's the only time it's clean.
There you go. My dad said, "When you see a jersey clean, that's not a player." I said, "Wow, okay, Dad."
You know, I was told that not in high school, but I was told that when
Wow.
I was playing. So stupid scorekeeper. When I would warm up, I would make sure to get one of my knees or one of my arms dirty deliberately. But me was more of a joke. I would dive for balls, so I would get dirty at first base. But I was told I had no lateral movement to my right. I said, "Yeah, you know what? Who's the starting first baseman on this team? Toma." That was my answer. I was like, "Oh yeah, I have no movement to my right. Whatever, dude."
My
And
dad
the
used to
thing
tell
is,
me,
that one
I'm sorry.
hurt because that guy who told me actually had talent. Like,
My dad
really,
used to my dad used to tell me the Nico brothers. He goes, when they're dirty, it's because they're nasty, because they're cheating. They had pine tar.
that's funny. That is. But we learned about baseball in many forms,
Hmm.
from the announcers to newspaper to the radio, television. It was it was an experience, and our parents told us the stories also. My father told me the story. You guys, look, people ask me, so you're a Southern California kid? I said, yeah. So why are you a Yankee? Were you born there? No. I said, yeah. Why? Is it because of your dad? I'm like, well, that is part of it. But I was a hardcore Dodger fan. I cheered against the Yankees year after year after year. And when he told me in 1979, I was probably 10 years old, he told me the real story, which was confirmed in 1983 by George Steinbrenner in the USA Today article. It was in there. This story was confirmed by George Steinbrenner. Look it up. It's in USA Today. My father went to the seminary in Guadalajara. As a young kid, for the first month, they would go to the refectory. They would go, everything. And after almost every prayer, it was, and we pray for the Yankees. This is in Guadalajara, Mexico, folks. This is not in English. This is in Spanish. Rezamos por los Yankees. However you want to ring. After about a month, he asked one of the brothers there, and he says, why do we pray for the Yankees? Why not, Los Leones de Torre León or whatever? He says, well, do you know Babe Ruth? My father's like, hey, yeah, who doesn't? Said, well, when Babe Ruth got that massive deal, $80,000 a year, which was more than the president, uh, the story was, he says, good. I said, are you happy, Mr. Ruth? He says, I'm still not happy. How can we make the Babe happy? He says, well, we, which meant the Yankees, are going to donate to all these different organizations, and we're going to do it together, and that will make me happy. Everyone knows the story of where Babe Ruth was, the reformatory and everything. Well, Babe Ruth, through his attorney and the Yankees attorney, came up with about 100 and some different organizations around the world. In the United States, Boys Town, Girls Town, you guys know those places, and schools around the world. And Babe Ruth says, you will donate to them and you will support them. And they were schools where young kids went. In the case of my father, it was a seminary in Guadalajara that would get $20,000 a year from the Yankees every year. Folks, this is in the 60s and 70s. No, 50, 60. You know what $20,000 was? Oh my God. The thing was, but why are they still doing it? And someone asked Mr. Steinbrenner, is it true that the Yankees donate to all these? Yes. Why? George said, why not? And then he said also, it doesn't hurt to have people praying on your behalf. I was like, all right, George, all right. That's the businessman. He's investing for a reason. And the Yankees still do it. As of the 80s, under George Steinbrenner, they were donating to all these different places. So my dad tells me this at 10 years old. Why he's a Yankee? Well, shit. Come on.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a Yankee, because I'm proud of that. I'm proud of what they do. And they've done it then. They do it now. That's cool, man. I like that my team does that. Now, they're not the only team that does it now, but the Yankees have been doing it since 1932.
Mm-hmm.
Toma. I
See,
know.
and I
Bien
like to, and
grosero, Jorge. I'm
I
sorry.
like no, I like to see that, and that's what I like to see. Is that because we're so much of criticizing all these teams in Major League Baseball or any sports, but you got to see the good things they do, and they have done so many good things. I mean, you got you have Cal Ripken doing his own thing for the kids now. Well, he has his little what do they call those like a little what do they call it? It's like a mini camp he has, and
Yeah.
Oh
they
yeah.
play
Yeah.
yeah, and they play with each other, and he has like a group of guys, and I mean that's beautiful to see in baseball. Invest in these young kids coming up. Don't
Well,
invest your
Big
money.
Dog shares with us the story of the Dodger player, which I didn't know about. The Big Dog's been telling, I think it's been 6 years that they've been doing this. And Big Dog has
Oh
been
yeah.
telling us for 3 years. And they announced it again this year that due to rules, this is the last time he's going to be eligible for this for some reason. I didn't know this, but every year, Big Dog, do you remember? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I don't remember his name, but he played for them all
Like
of maybe
for
20.
days.
Yeah, he maybe 10 games for them before they realized, or before he realized he had mental problems. So they put him on the unable to play list uh, and kept him on that. Even though he didn't have a contract, they would give him the contract, but not any pay. But they would
Andrew
put him on that
Toles.
list. Yes. Just so that he would stay on, just so the doctors could pay for his medical, so he would get all his psych meds that he needed because he was bipolar and a couple of schizophrenic and all kinds of other stuff. So the Dodgers, in their generosity, would sign him to a non-paying contract, but to keep him on medical, so he could have his medications. And this season, in fact, they said they wouldn't be able to do it because of new rules that were implemented in the last contract that kicked in this season. He actually, I guess, had to be on the roster itself.
Yes,
So,
due to the Altani
so
rule.
yes, so the Dodgers said, yes, it's true, but we're gonna figure something out. Nothing was ever said whether they did or didn't. I'm pretty sure they probably made him like the janitor or something to continue his medical.
Yeah, because this
But
is the last year that they're going to be able to do it. It was in the news
no,
that this
no,
is it.
they didn't even do it this year. This was the year they couldn't do it, starting this year. Last season was the last season they were able to give him medical. This season they were trying to figure out what they were going to be able to do for him for this year.
Wow.
So,
If you look
but
him up, it's Andrew Tolles, and he's been since 2019. He's been signed to a $0 figure contract, but as Big Dog said, to keep his health insurance and mental health services. Tolles, who is 30, has not played in Major League Baseball since 2018 and has been on the team's restricted list since 2019 due to ongoing mental health issues. He was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia after being hospitalized in 2018. In 2020, he was found homeless in Key West, Florida, and his father, Elvin Tolles, took guardianship. Mental health conditions like schizophrenia carry high personal and economic costs, with lifetime costs estimated in the millions for each patient. Without insurance, tolls would have faced significant financial and medical barriers. I have to tell you that my spouse was diagnosed with schizophrenia in 2020. She was twice. And there were times that it was very difficult dealing with her. I'm not going to get into it. Everyone knows what happened in February and in September of 2020. I'm not going to speak badly of her, even now that she's passed. But it's rare when adults catch schizophrenia. That's why there was like, well, how does she have it at such an older age? She was diagnosed by 2 different doctors, same thing. So I've been told schizophrenia is a catch-all, but it doesn't matter. I could tell after some time that she did have something. I'm eternally grateful for my medical coverage. I would not have been able, we would be destitute if we didn't have insurance because of her costs just for the schizophrenia, which was crazy. So I understand that people don't have health insurance. My God, it's not even miserable. It's just, it's horrible.
Yeah. And I'll
Yep.
give the Dodgers their credit also is they didn't go out and seek this, they didn't tell everybody, oh, look what we're doing, look at us, look at us. They kept this quiet for so long, and when reporters would come and ask about it, they would just say, yes, this is what we're doing, and that would be it. They didn't want the fanfare. They just felt, in their words, since he was in the Dodger, organization, he's family, period. And we have the means. We can give him his medical, and it does technically. They're saying it doesn't cost him anything, but of course, for them it's a tax write-off, of course. But the fact that they're doing this and they didn't say, look what we're doing for this gentleman. They just did it because it was the right thing to do, and they had the means to do it.
This is a guy that played days with the team. And they did it, as Big Dog eloquently stated earlier. Does MLB still have the Inner City Academies? I thought they did. I looked it up, and yes, they still do. MLB still operates inner city style youth academies through its Reviving Baseball and Inner Cities program, the RBI. That I had forgotten. That one does exist. That's the successor program. So, while the term inner city academies is not used, because I'm sure someone got triggered, is not used officially. Thank you, gentlemen. Come on! MLB's Nike RBI initiative continues to run more than 200 cities across the U.S. and internationally.
That's what it's called now?
Baseball and softball programming for underserved youth. So they still do. It's approximately 100,000 participants annually. Wow. That is cool. It is. It is good.
I'm glad you went back and said underserved, because you sound like you said undeserved.
Oh.
Underserved. I'm glad you went back.
I sorry. It's my accent. It is my accent. I sorry. Big Dog knew that the 66ers changed team names and they're now the Mariners. So we got all brand new players. But I don't think he was there with me on opening day. But some of them, I came up with nicknames right away. My favorite one is the catcher, Grant J. I mean, that's the easiest. General Grant. I mean, come on. But if he's from the South, maybe he doesn't like it. You got to know your Civil War. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, you're in line.
If he's from the South, maybe he doesn't like me calling him General Grant. But anyway, read your history, people. So anyway, there was this guy. His name is George something. He's Latin, and it's obvious he doesn't speak English. So he's this little willow of a kid, tall drink of water, and his name is something George. So when he comes up, I always try to use that inflection from those commercials. or those memes that you see on the internet. The guy says, Mr. George, how much you pay for the new guy? Remember the guy that scurried up the construction site? Is Mr. George, hello, how much you pay the new guy? So when the guy comes up to bat, I've done that. I'm like, Mr. George. I try to do it, and it's like no one gets it, but I do that. There was this other guy. What was his name? What's the guy's name from The Fifth Element? Corbin Dallas. His name was Corbin. Duh. I was like, hey, Corbin, multipass. Corbin. I know that kid doesn't know shit about multipass. From that movie. And, I love giving
The
them
Fifth Element.
Yes.
The Fifth Element, yeah.
I love giving them nicknames, but in a good way. Nothing derisive. But I do cheer for them, the minor leagues. I tell everyone, look, you're going to see some incredible plays, guys. Incredible plays. And then you're going to see them pull some real boners. And we saw it on Thursday, right, Big Dog?
Yep. Oh, big time.
We saw the outfielders on both sides make guys spectacular. When you played with your friends in the park and you pull the glories, remember those?
Wow.
When you're going out there running, and the ball ends up on the bill, the snow cones. They made some great plays. And even the Dodgers, who I was not cheering for, made good plays in the outfield. Stuff that I would have run into the wall and I would have been left flat, like Kike Hernandez. Oh, I'm sorry. Just kidding. During the World Series. Hey, guys, we all saw the World Series. Pages made an incredible play. There's no doubt. Saving that hit in the World Series. In my mind, and we'll never know.
They saved the World Series, period.
Yeah, he did. I believe Kike Hernandez had a beat on that ball. He was going to make that catch. He's done it. Okay, I have a compatriot, someone who I respect, and he tells me, nope, he's not making that catch. I was like, well, okay. I just want to know. It's an opinion. We'll never know, guys. We'll never know. In your minds, does Kike Hernandez make that catch? And you know what I'm talking about, right, Jorge, at the very end of the World Series?
The World Series, yeah.
And he was lying on the floor. He was asked why. He says, I thought we had dropped the ball and we'd lost the game. That's why he stayed on the ground. And Bobby's like, get your ass up, dude. I caught the ball. That was an amazing play, folks. It was. But I believe Kike had a beat on it. But like I said, I know that my compatriot says, no, he wasn't going to make it. Okay. Jorge, did you see this catch by Tatis in right field, stealing the grand slam?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Big Dog said, hey, Scorky, did you see that one? I said, yes. He says, oh, yeah, they're saying it's great. Shut up.
It was.
I did not say. You told me that they were saying that.
It looks like a routine catch. I'm sorry. It doesn't look.
I mean, it was a good catch. I mean, he went over the fence to catch it. It was an exceptional play, but the greatest catch of all time? Oh, nowhere close.
No. Again, all the blogosphere, the mama's boys, the ones that don't even understand anything. Oh my God, the greatest catch of all time. No, look, he stole a grand slam. Yes, he did. It was a good catch, and it was. I would have been, hell yeah. But the greatest catch of all time. Look, Jorge. For the last few weeks, I've been saying that when I read an article, and it's in the first sentence of the article. And it says, iconic, I'm out. The minute they use the word iconic, I'm out. It's like, oh, this dumb bastard has nothing to say. I'm out. Yeah. And when they use future Hall of Famer, I'm out.
Yeah, when I saw that, I mean, when I saw that, he made a catch that said it was a grand slam. He took it away, but that's not the best catch in the world. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. Whoever did that, they need a new writer.
Yeah. Hey, very good, Lito. Yes. As a matter of fact, he plays with the Mariners minor league team, Yorger Bautista. I see my name right there. And it's very hard for me to say, Andale, Yorger. Or I cheered him on. I think he hit a home run that night, Big Dog. Oh no, Starlin hit a home run. That was a blast
Yo-
to right field.
Yoger should play for the Dodgers. That would be perfect.
Yorker, yes, very good, Lito. Yorker Bautista, yes. I find it very difficult to cheer because it's like it looks like Roger, and it's like
Well, it probably was, but and we can all say this because we're all Latin, but the nurse was Hispanic, and that's how she spelled it out.
You know, if you
yeah.
said that was, if they were saying that was the best catch ever, I tell you something. I'll give the Angels, who stole 3 home runs in one night. I'll give it to
Oh
them.
yeah, earlier in the week,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
he
Remember
was
that?
going
Yeah,
crazy. I was like, boy, what is he
yeah,
on? Holy
yeah,
moly!
yeah. I'll take,
Was
I'll
that the
take
guy in
that.
right field? Was that Meckler?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
I mean, if you
moment they
want to,
traded Adele, he went to
hmm
right field because Meckler was playing third and second. Let me
hmm
tell you, he pulled some boners in the infield. But anyway, go ahead.
yeah, no, but it's true.
He's
But
yo,
but that catch that
yeah,
he did, those 3 home runs he took away. Oh man,
yep.
trust me, that's
The
better
first one
than
he,
what.
the first one he took away, you're like, yeah, and then he does it again a
Yeah.
couple innings later, and you're like, holy moly! And then the
hmm
third one, and even the announcer's going, is he going to do it again?
Yeah, yeah, he did. That's exactly right. And he did it again.
For
Wow.
the love of God, Lethal.
I agree with Lethal. I've seen that catch.
Look, guys, it's the catches that we see that are going to stand in our mind. Big
Mhm.
Dog and I did not see it live, but we saw the game after. And Angel Stadium had a booth behind right field with the microphone and a video, and you could call the famous what in many parts of the West Coast, if
Yeah.
not Western America, is referred to simply as the catch. Are you possibly familiar, Jorge, without the catch? That's all. In the West Coast, it's called the catch. He is an angel. Do you know which play we're talking about?
Wow, that's okay. Angel got so many of them. Even
Actually, they
Trout made
do.
some. Yeah, Trout got some good catches too.
Jim Edmonds.
Oh, Jay Emmons, yes.
When he was playing shallow, boy, was he playing shallow. I mean, Jim Edmonds was a funny character.
hmm
That guy loved baseball. And stupid
hmm
Angels, it's like the players didn't understand him. And he was traded and he becomes a monster in St. Louis. But anyway, I was there when Jim Edmonds debuted. I was also there when Lee Stevens debuted. Gary DiSarcina, not Gary DiSarcina debuted somewhere else, but his first home game. I was there. And there were a few others. I had the thing where I went so often. But anyway, the catch, Jim Edmonds.
Yes.
One of, at least in the last 50 years, one of the
Oh yeah.
that is
I
one of the
mean,
better catches of all time.
Yeah.
as soon as he made that catch, it was immediately compared to
He
Willie Mays'
knew it,
catch.
dude. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Remember, I mean, as soon as he made that catch, they compared it to the Willie Mays catch. Except the difference was that he completely went airborne and caught it, whereas
hmm
Mays just did it over the shoulder, which of course was still incredible at the time.
Yeah,
Now,
that's the one. That's the
remind
one my
me,
dad showed me.
remind me, scorekeeper, remind me, scorekeeper, who were the two guys in the '80s that were right and center that you had to build a fence between them because they kept hitting each other?
Brian Downing
Yes, and
and Fred Lynn.
Fred
there
Lynn.
we
Yeah.
go. Lynn and Downing. Oh
Lethal.
my God.
Yes, Lethal. Kevin Mitchell actually had several, but the
Yes.
barehanded catch. Oh my God. And I think George, it was going away from him, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah. That Kevin, yes, you're right. The Kevin Mitchell catch. But guys, Jim Edmonds has a highlight reel of
Of course.
catches.
Yeah. What's the guy that climbed the fence? There was one guy that went to the cleat and climbed up and jumped and took off. It wasn't Baltimore. The guy jumped up and with the cleats. Oh, the guy from the Seattle Mariners,
Oh,
the
King
center fielder.
Griffey.
No.
King
The
Griffey?
guy from the young guy now with Seattle Mariners, the center fielder.
I
What's the
think
Oh,
I
guy
know
name?
who. Yeah, I
I'm
can't
not
think
gonna
of his
remember
name.
his name right now.
Yeah, he's a young guy. He was, I think, he was rookie of the year or something for the Seattle Mariners. And man, he climbed up that wall like Spider-Man and took the home run away.
Yeah,
It was incredible. With the cleats, he went up the fence and picked it up. Now I see
guys.
the one that goes.
Yeah, do
Look
you
at
see
that.
that one?
Yeah.
Do you see
Oh
how
yeah.
shallow? Look, guys, in the moment after the batter hits it, check it out. Look at how shallow he is,
hmm
dude.
Look how he spreads.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Yes. That, yeah. I mean, even look, he's smiling. He knows what he is. That Greg Council? I think it is.
Yeah.
Look at that
Look at
guy.
that.
Oh my god, yes.
That's
And that was
amazing.
at Anaheim. Yep. It is referred to as the catch. But look right there. Look at how shallow. Jeez, man. What a catch.
He looks like a wide receiver.
Yeah, he does. That's funny. That's pretty good. Jim Edmonds was a mistake that the Angels let him go.
Yeah.
They
And of
traded
course,
him
who was the
because
other
there
mistake?
were other. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who was the other mistake scorekeeper? Because they let him
This
go a year.
program's
They
gonna
let him
end.
go
This
a
program's
year
gonna
too
end
early.
shortly.
What?
This program's going to end way too early. Or no, we're not going to have enough time to mention the Angel mistakes.
No. The Angel mistake where they let him go a year
Big
too early.
Daddy Vladdy.
That's right. My favorite player. I was so mad at the Angels. God.
He was mad at the Angels. The fans
Oh yeah.
were mad at the Angels.
You know a guy
Vladdy.
we don't talk. You know a guy we don't talk a lot too. That was really good, man. Don Baylor.
Oh, I love
Oh
that.
yeah.
Oh my God! But God, that guy always get hit with the pitch. I think he let the major league get hit with a pitch.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God!
The thing with Vladimir Guerrero and his
Yeah.
son is actually not a bad chip off the old block, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That's
But
true too.
Big Daddy Vladdy. Yeah, he
Yep.
was known as Vladdy, but Big Daddy Vladdy. Vladimir Vladdy Daddy. Well, I don't know if that's correct.
See, that's where I look
And
back
of
at the
course,
old Montreal Expos.
yeah.
Yes, but he was Vladimir Guerrero was with the Expos, the Angels, and the Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
And he went in. I thought he should have gone as an Expo, but he
Yeah, me
chose
too.
the Angels.
Yeah. He chose the
He
Angels. Yeah.
loved Anaheim, man.
Oh, he
Yep.
was
And
amazing.
Anaheim loved him.
Oh yeah.
He was here for 5 years, and 3.5 of the 5 years, because he was hurt 1 year. So the Angels were
Yeah.
like, okay, we'll let him go early. And he still wanted to stay, but the Angels wouldn't even offer him a contract. And Vladdy was like, talk to me. I want to be. They didn't offer him a deal because they're like, okay, well, he's going to go down real quick. Well,
Yep.
he signed a 2-year deal with Texas. That first year, oh my God. Every time he came back to Anaheim, oh my God. You guys were talking about inner city, kids, doing stuff. This guy put on a clinic, and Angel fans cheered him every time he got a
Yep.
hit against them. Okay. Are you talking about Julio Rodriguez? Okay.
Yeah, that's the guy, Julio Rodriguez.
Thank you, Lethal. Once again,
Yeah.
proving Lethal's knowledge of Major League Baseball. And he
Even
said,
though he
yeah,
doesn't like baseball, though.
yeah, he says the most boring thing, and who has time for it? And yet, well, Lethal would do this for us when we were on digital radio also. I mean, we're like, Big Dog and I are like, and Lethal's right in the chat room. Oh, you mean this? Like, we love Lethal. We appreciate Lethal. Have the Angels ever made a bigger mistake than Anthony Rendon? Okay. That's what I thought Big Dog was talking about earlier, mistakes. I said, we don't have enough time in this program.
Oh no, the whole roster.
Yeah, no kidding.
It was the guy from Texas also. He was all tattooed. He lived on the street. His grandmother said you can come and live in the house if you stay off drugs. And she got him back together, and he basically cleaned himself up. And he got a massive 5-year, $80 million deal with the Angels. Oh, let me see. Worst Angels free agent signings. This is going to
Oh, it's a bunch of it.
yeah, this is going to be entertaining. Okay, I don't believe that Albert Pujols was a bad signing. It wasn't
was.
good, but
Yes, it
he
was.
still delivered. He still delivered. Okay,
That's
number
debatable.
1, Anthony
No, he was good. He
Rendon,
was good. He was good.
$245 million for 7 years.
Oof.
He averaged 49 games played a year.
Damn.
Okay, Albert Pujols, $240 million for 10 years. C.J. Wilson,
Oh my God, that was a waste one.
5
Oh,
years,
I remember that one.
Yeah, I
Yes,
remember
$75.5
that.
million.
Yeah, that kid.
I
Oh my
remember
gosh.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
that was
I
bad.
forgot all about that one. I forgot about
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah, CJ boy.
Okay, that was in 2011. Julio Teheran, 1 year, $9 million. He went 0-4 with a 10.05 ERA over 31 and
Cy
a
Young.
third innings in the COVID season. Yes, Vlad the Impaler. That's right. He also had that nickname.
Wow.
Joe Blanton, 2 years, $15 million. He was a reliable back end starter,
Yeah, he's a
and
bad
he
boy.
was 6.04 ERA. Oh,
Yeah, he's a bad boy now.
yeah. Matt Harvey.
Oh, oof.
Yeah. Failed to return to his dark night form. Harvey went 3-5 with a 7.05 ERA in 2019.
You are my
Zach
father.
Cozart. I remember this one. 3 years, $38 million.
Wow.
Zach Cozart. Yeah. And then Jesse Chavez in 2016, 1 year, $5.75 million. He posted a 5.24 ERA in 21 starts and a 5.84 ERA in 17 relief appearances. Wow.
And now you got Trout. Poor guy.
There are more. Oh, there he is. He's on screen. Do you guys remember this guy's name? That guy. Can't remember his name.
He looks he looks very familiar, but I can't remember his name either.
Yeah. But these are the 15 worst.
Wow.
There's Rendon, Pujols. There he is. What the hell's his name? Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton.
Yep, thank you, Lito. God, I'm telling
Texas
you.
Rangers.
Josh Hamilton, yeah. That was Rendon. Weaver. I don't know if that one was bad. Ty Buttrey. Yeah, I'm not sure who that one was right there. But yeah, there were some bad signings in the Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have enough time to go over all the Angels' bad signings. Actually, I don't know if I even have a life to live. Wow. So, Big Dog, can you fill us in on the family issue with the Lakers?
All right. So last week we reported, of course, that Mark Walter was selling to Bob Iger, and I forgot the son-in-law's name or whatever he is, for a profit of $2.5 billion in just 14 months. Some say less than that because he bought the team in July, and it was approved by the NBA in October. So whichever date you want. From then till last month, or earlier this month, excuse me, it went from $10 billion to $12.5 billion. That was That was done on a Sunday. The talk started on a Sunday. By Tuesday, the deal was done. The following Monday, it was announced that the Laker Family Trust were going on what's called like a tag along that's in the contract, which was in their contract that if the Lakers were ever sold, they could also sell their percentage of shares for that same valuation. So the Buss family said, hey, all of us, all six of us have decided to sell our 17.8% to Bob Iger also. Yes, I'll wait.
I thought it was 5.
We don't know. Originally, it was at all six. 2 hours later, after, where everybody's talking about it, Jeannie Buss says, hold on. It was not all six of us. It was the 5 siblings, but I am the main trustee. There are 3 trustees, and all 3 of us have to agree on a sale or partial sale or whatever. Otherwise, the sale does not go through. I did not give my approval. I did not vote. I abstained. I did not even show up via Zoom or live. So she is now disputing the sale. The following day, the 5 siblings all said, we want to sell and we believe we have the right since we outvoted her 5-1. Jeannie, a couple hours after that statement was given, she comes back and says, well, my lawyers and myself believe that the 2018 judgment, when my brothers were trying to oust me, said nothing can happen since I am the governor and I am the, in essence, the lead person on the Buss Family Trust. If I don't give my okay, nothing happens. And I have not given my okay. So it is in dispute right now. Their sale is on hold. This most likely, the lawyers are all trying to get some sort of amicable decision going, but most likely this is going to go to court. And it's going to be the 5 Buss siblings versus Jeannie. And Jeannie, of course, is the head of the family trust. And she's also governor of the Lakers. Now, were the team to be sold, or the percentage to be sold to Bob Iger, and then that would dissolve the Buss family from the Lakers, Jeannie Buss can no longer be president because NBA rules state that you have to have at least 15% of said team to be governor of that team. And of course, if they sell, they would have no stake in the Lakers whatsoever. So, of course, she is trying to keep her job also.
And the profits.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. But speaking of where we are, woohoo! Oakland A's
Matthew!
fan club president to give us an update on his favorite team. Thank you, Lito, for that intro. Ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour, no mouse, no dinosaur, but La Tortuga. Hola, Speedy! What up, homie?
What's going on, guys?
No, but
Everything
How your river rats doing?
All right, what?
Your Sacramento River Rats, how they doing? Your favorite team,
Oh, they're not doing good. So
You just admitted to it.
He didn't catch that. The Sacramento River Rats are the Oakland A's.
yeah.
Remember, they're playing in Sacramento. We know that your Giants aren't doing good. That's okay. We don't mind. How you
Right.
been doing, Speedy? You left suddenly last week.
Well, because it's different on mobile. This is all different on mobile. So I was like, what happened? And I tried to get back in, and it wouldn't let me get back in. Plus, remember I told you guys there was a big like McAfee thing here on my screen, but I figured out how to get rid of it, and it was something related to Firefox, so I removed that.
Yeah. McAfee sucks. Actually, it infects a lot of systems.
I'm glad you guys agree. Pat does suck. I know he does.
I usually go with Norton's instead. Norton's is usually pretty reliable as far as their security system.
Well, I have
That
Bitdefender on the PC, so
Yeah, which one?
Bitdefender is actually better.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
hey
I
guys,
see you guys.
sorry.
No, nothing blocking me.
Jorge, hold on a minute.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm
Tortuga,
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry to cut you guys short. I gotta go because I gotta get ready for a game today. So
what
All
are
right,
you
man. You
I
take
playing?
wish.
care.
Yeah,
What are you
no, we're
playing,
doing.
Jorge?
No, I'm not playing. We're doing the Dolphins versus the Giants today preseason. I
Oh,
gotta
okay.
go and yeah, we only gonna do just the first, probably the first half. We don't do the whole entire game.
I
But
apologize, Jorge. I
oh no,
forgot
I'm
our
sorry.
age. No, I
Yeah,
forgot our
yeah,
age. We don't play anymore. We do stuff.
yeah,
Go
but yeah.
Dolphins.
Well, oh, good luck on that one. I mean, it's going to be a season of interesting. But anyhow, but thank you so much for having me. But and you guys have a lovely day,
You
and I'll
too,
see
man.
you
Take
probably
care.
next Saturday. You take guys take care. Take care,
See
Sounds
you,
good,
Speedy
man.
Jorge.
too. All right, take care, Speedy. All right.
You
La
too. Take care.
Tortuga. What's going on, homie Claus? Speedy.
Not much.
How are you?
Big dog.
Go ahead.
What's going on? Are they because they said twice last night on SmackDown that it's now going to
Mhm.
be Sunday night's main event instead of Saturday. Are they switching? I haven't really.
Um, the only reason they switched the days, evidently something was happening at that arena or something or other, so they couldn't get a Saturday. But it's just a one time thing. It's not something that they're going to change it to Sundays.
Okay, because I was confused.
Actually, when is it? It's next Sunday.
Yeah, but
Okay,
it's also the same day it's All In.
that's why they're doing it. That's why they switched it to Sunday because they're trying to take viewership away from AEW. But
Right.
All In is their WrestleMania, so
Yeah.
there's no way that people are going to say, "Oh, we'll watch Saturday night's main event," versus you know AEW, because at least in AEW you really don't know who's going to win, who's going to lose. Right now, WWE is so predictable. I mean, you can tell just like yesterday, everybody knew Punk was not going to lose.
Right.
You know, that it was going to be either interference or something was going to happen, and Kevin Owens was not going to win, even though he was in this home country of Canada, since he's a knucklehead.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired of. I'll have WWE on, like I'll have Raw or SmackDown on, but it's on in the background. I'm usually scrolling or watching something else, and then I'll just look up every so often because it's the same old thing, the same people every single show. They're stagnant right now, at least to me.
Well, not really, because if you saw the segment with Shinsuke Nakamura, he's like, "I've warned you guys about this for the tag titles, and now I have to bring in a friend, and it's somebody from
Yeah,
Japan." I was like, what's he doing there?
yeah, I missed that. Because like I said, I had it and I was switching channels and stuff, so I think I missed that segment. But I'm glad they're finally using Nakamura for something. I mean, he's such a great talent, and he's so underused, and he's been used wrong the entire time he's been, in America. Because he went from Japan to WWE, and they just keep trying to reinvent him and reinvent him. They're just not letting him do what he was good at when he was in Japan. And now he's been here for what, 7 years, 8 years, and he came in late anyways. He was already in his mid 30s. So, you
Yeah.
know, but I'm hoping that they do, they give him one good run before he has to leave.
Well, there's a lot of people that they tried to sign before they left, and they let their contract run out.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm surprised is Bailey. It looks like she's a free agent right now, because I've seen her showing up on videos where she's showing up at different like wrestling conventions,
Yeah,
and they're not
I've seen them
WWE
too.
sponsored.
Right.
So I think she's in between contracts right now, and there's of course a lot of talk that she's going to jump to AEW, and somehow they're going to work it in that she's going to be like Mercedes's mystery partner or something.
Right. Yeah. I'm
As you can
looking
tell,
into.
scorekeeper is so enthused with our
I'm
speak right
listening
now.
to you. I'm listening. That's why
I
I'm like,
know,
okay,
I
they're
know.
transitioning.
But
I apologize. I'm tired.
I'm looking into to finding out if the Japan stuff that they had in San Francisco a few years ago is coming back because I want to go. I've never.
Was it New Japan or was it the other one?
I think it was New Japan. Remember you told me about that? That
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
it's like
They seem to have scaled back as far as the West Coast is concerned. I've noticed a lot of the New Japan stuff is happening on the East Coast or the Midwest. They haven't really come out here too often. What do you say now? Tony Khan is the absolute worst. Way too many people. That is true. Never gets to do anything because Tony's too busy blowing up New Japan and CMLL. Yeah,
yeah.
but they have a good partnership. I like the fact that they have a good partnership with New Japan because there's a lot of wrestlers there that can transition over to here. CMLL, it's kind of hard because AAA is Mexico's best.
Yeah.
So CMLL, they're okay, but it's not AAA. But of course, WWE is taking over that completely because Scorekeeper. I don't know if you know about AAA in Mexico. That's like the premier wrestling organization in Mexico and has been for decades.
Yep.
They came into what they say is a partnership, but if I'm not mistaken, WWE bought majority ownership in AAA, and now the Undertaker, Mr. Mark Calloway, excuse me, is running a AAA in Mexico from his house in Texas. But he is in charge of all the booking and everything in AAA right now. And supposedly Rey Mysterio is the general manager on TV now. Whether he has an actual say so in what go on the day-to-day stuff, I don't know. But it is confirmed that the Undertaker runs AAA, and that's why a lot of the English wrestlers, or excuse me, not English, a lot of the American wrestlers now hold most of the titles in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, that same it's like, yeah, it figures. That's what that was.
Maybe it's because he wants to be a Spanish announcer for CMLL.
No,
Yeah.
Roger's favorite wrestler is Pimpalina.
Who? No, the one that I hate the most is that metal chair at APW.
Oh, you'll never forget that, will you? Boy, you need a seat cushion for that one, huh?
That's why wherever I go, big dog, there's a seat cushion. Thank you for
That was
lugging
so
all four of
funny.
the seat cushions too.
Oh yeah, like they weigh so much. I still remember that APW though. You were ready to fight that wrestler who was going to be one more match because you were done.
When Jungle Boy came out to fight him, I'm like, I'll take your ass out. Yeah,
You're like,
right.
my ass hurts. You're like, my ass hurts too much. No more.
I mean, don't get me wrong, guys. It is beyond entertaining. It is. I'm not, and I said that was I entertained? Yes. Was that look
Yes.
in the last hour? It started to wear on me that metal chair. That was my only gripe, guys, of the entire trip. The metal chair. That was it. Other than that, I mean, come on, cut it out, man. It was. I enjoyed going there.
I still think it's crazy that Jungle Boy's dad was Luke Perry, or it was because he passed. That I don't know if you knew that, scorekeeper. Yeah, Luke
No,
Perry
I did not.
is his dad.
I
Yeah.
just know that I had a chair that I did not like.
Oh, that was too funny. Oh, just real
Yeah,
quick,
it was.
back to with the Lakers. Dr. Soon Yoon, who owns, I believe,
The LA
12% of the
Times.
team. Yes, he
Yeah.
has said, I have no interest in selling my portion of the team. It will stay with me.
Yeah.
So But if the Bus family does sell their 17.8%, that puts ownership at something like 80% with Bob Iger and Trump's son-in-law, brother-in-law, whatever he is, in-law.
80%? Is that how much?
If they get the Bus family portion also, it'd be like
Because the
75 to
bus
80%,
owns 17%.
17.8, pretty much 18%. And I believe Dr. Yoon owns 10 or 11, 10, somewhere between 10 and 12% he owns.
That's a lot. Too bad.
Yeah.
What's his face sold his
Magic?
portion. Yep.
Well, yeah, Magic sold it to Yoon.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure Magic made a pretty penny off of what he sold. Because I'm pretty sure Dr. Bus gave him some family discount of some sort, most likely.
Yeah, which you cannot do anymore.
Nope.
As a matter of fact, the sweetheart deal that the Raiders gave to what's his
Brady?
face? Yeah.
Brady?
Yeah, the NFL really got mad. This is no. Values only go up. No discounts.
And I hear Mr. Troy Aikman is going to be having the same type of on-air restrictions that Tom Brady has as an announcer, because Aikman is now the assistant something or other, I think, with the Dolphins for their
Oh,
quarterbacks.
come on.
So the same thing where Tom Brady can't talk about certain things about the Raiders. Now Troy Aikman, in fact, I'll find out what team it is, but Troy Aikman will not be able to talk about certain things when that team is playing.
Idiot. All right, whatever.
Idiot NFL or idiot Troy Aikman?
The NFL for allowing it.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's not right. I want to be Mercedes Monet's backstage mystery partner. Okay.
Sasha Banks. Actually, Lito, you have a chance. She's single, if I'm not mistaken. Although she is dating the Beast Mortos,
Yeah.
but they're not married. Oh, okay, so yes, Aikman has a new consulting role with the Miami Dolphins. They said he is subject to the same remote access limits that apply to Fox analyst Tom Brady due to Brady's stake in the Las Vegas Raiders.
They shouldn't be able to do that. They should not be able to be owners and then announcers.
Well, he is a consulting role, so he doesn't have as far as Aikman's concerned, he doesn't have ownership. He's just a consultant on the team. Oh, Brady, yeah.
I was at Barnes and Noble and I didn't realize they had the swimsuit editions already. But
Yes,
I was a little
been out for a
leery.
bit.
I was gonna get it because we hadn't done the swimsuit edition in like forever. But as I was reaching for it, all these little teeny boppers walked in, and I was like,
And were
no.
you embarrassed? Were you embarrassed?
I was very insecure at that moment.
Were you
chose
thinking
not
that
to
were you thinking they
No.
would be thinking creepy grandpa or something? Or
Yeah, something like, oh, I'm sure I've been labeled as such a few times already. But I'm all right with it.
did you happen? Now I saw the cover like 3 weeks ago at a supermarket. Since you were at Barnes and Noble, did they have multiple covers like they used to, or was it just the one
they
cover?
did. And there was one
Oh,
cover
okay.
that I'm like, oh, God. I'm triggered after seeing that cover. I mean,
I'll have
she
to look
was
up
the
the covers.
size of the cover.
Ah, okay.
What? As
I didn't say a
my
word.
office man, no,
I
I
didn't
was
say a
talking to the
word.
audience. My office manager says, well, you're not thin yourself. And that means what?
Yeah, but Scorekeeper's not out there in a Speedo on the cover of a magazine.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Nor would it, no. It's the end of the world if I ever end up on a cover.
If they offered you $1 million to do it, you would do it. Don't give me that.
Okay, big dog. No one will offer Mr. Girthy that, so I'm all right with it. But I am happy that I have finally turned the corner.
I'm happy that you're happy.
I had gotten to 257. I'm down to 249. For 9 months I could not move on the weight.
Don't you hate that when you hit that plateau?
Yeah, it was BS. So now I'm back into 250. So I feel better, but I have more to do. So
okay. Hold on. Well, actually, keep talking. I'm looking for something.
Oh well, Mr. Girthy is. Oh, I had breakfast with No, I had lunch with Solomon Walters, or maybe it was a brunch. We went to Sizzlers, and he went on the attack. He said, "Do you see this melon? Do you notice it exists outside of nature?" So what about the melon? He says, "Yeah, it's interesting how we have so many round things when the world is flat." Oh, here we go again. I said, "All right."
He's a
I
flat
don't
earther?
understand Mike Heffernan is a flat earther.
He's a flat earther?
Or he's doing it just to get under my skin. So
Oh,
I told him,
that part I believe.
okay, I told him, I said, I don't understand how a man as round as you can't deny that the earth is a globe. I mean, look at how round you are, Mike. I mean, come on, cut it out. So, but I've already told
Mike has his own gravitational force, right?
Dude, if he goes next to Three Gorges Dam, I don't know which one's going to change the gravity of the earth. I really don't. He does have his own gravity field. There's no doubt
Maybe he'll change his mind if you send him to Alaska, like where you were at. I don't know.
The only way I could get him to go up there is if he drive, and he's not going to do that. But why would that be, La Tortuga? Because he would just be a tauntaun in disguise. I mean, Mike is so damn big. He's so damn big that I could fit Han Solo and Luke Skywalker inside of him.
All right, scorekeeper. You need to go on your phone. I just sent you 2 people to follow on Instagram. The first one you'll like. The second one you probably most like. Exactly. The stuff I send you all the time for Sophie. All your Sophie videos. I've sent you like 9 or 10 Sophie videos.
It's taking forever to get in there. Yeah, story of my
So she
life.
said.
Yep. I think I'm going to go have breakfast at El Marindero today. I never go on Saturday.
You should. You deserve it, scorekeeper.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Actually, no. You should go because you've earned it, scorekeeper.
Show no.
So
it's doing a reset. The little thing's going round and round and round.
Okay. Well, when you go,
here we go.
One of the ones I sent you, the girl is a fisherman. Well, no, she's not a fisherman. She lives on a boat in the. Yes, you should follow that person. She lives on a boat she lives on a boat in the. I can't remember if it's the Bahamas or the Caribbean, and she posts videos all day long. Yeah, that one is. She's actually an engineer. She was on Junior Mythbusters, and she actually has many patents, scientific patents, for things that she has invented.
So she's actually smart.
She's beautiful and she's smart. She's also 6 feet tall, and loves wearing heels.
I just drove through North Dakota, Montana, and Washington. The world is pretty flat. Lito, I genuinely did feel bad, dude. Because he sends me a message on Facebook like 3 minutes before I'm supposed to do Monday Night America. And he says, dude, I'm driving. I'm bored as shit. Do Monday Night America. And I was like, I'm at Applebee's having dinner. And I sent him a picture. I don't even know what he told me. I don't think I can share with what Lito responded to my Applebee's comment.
He does Uber and Lyft or what?
No, he's driving from Minnesota to Seattle.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant Mike.
No, Lito right here. Lito tells
Okay.
me a few seconds, like, dude, Monday Night America. Come on. I'm driving. I'm bored as shit. I'm like, I'm having dinner at Applebee's. There was no sympathy whatsoever from Lito. None. I'm afraid to put what he responded. He had every reason.
I'm glad for Lethal that he was finally able to get to Seattle. He's been trying to get to Seattle for what, about 2-3 years now?
Yeah.
Oh, are you looking at the videos?
No. I sent him the picture. There's the picture that I sent him, okay? I'm at Applebee's. Just such nonsense. When did you become as flaky as Matt?
That's rude, Lethal.
I wasn't going to read it till I read it again. And I think Lito's been quiet. He's like, don't read it right now, dude. That is funny. Matt, Lito was your biggest cheerleader. Every time you were not on, he's always sending me messages. Where the hell is Matt? Where the hell is Matt? That's funny. Oh, my God. I really felt bad when he sent me the message because I'm like, yeah, I should have done Monday night, but I was having dinner and, you know, I was whipped, you know, and come on, dude.
All right. So
Yeah,
You were taking a break. You were taking a break from social media is what you were trying to do. And Lethal has no compassion.
Oh, Speedy. I mean, La Tortuga. Thank you. You went to bat for me. Wow. Appreciate that.
So one article I want to get to before we forget I forget.
Before we finish, yes.
Yes. So, and this is from myself, the big dog. This in no way has the opinions of Sports Talk with the guys. This is just my opinion. Because what this article is about and the decision that was made is absolutely fucking bullshit. The NBA found no evidence showing LA Clippers owner Steve Ballmer funneled money through the team sponsors to pay Kawhi Leonard in order to circumvent the salary cap, according to people with knowledge of this between the two sides in the past recent days. This was August 17th. It goes on to say, instead, the NBA is focused on whether the team's introduction of Leonard to team sponsors constitutes a violation of the league's rules prohibiting salary cap circumvention. Two of the sources said the league examining whether the Clippers are guilty of, quote, failure to supervise, end quote, employees, though it is unclear what specific rule the team would have violated or what the penalties would be, the two sources have said. This, as I said, is absolute bullshit. Ballmer called in every damn favor that he had to keep his hands clean and threw the sponsors under the bus. He is coming out of this smelling like a rose, and we all know what he did to get Kawhi Leonard an extra $30 million without it affecting the salary cap. That is my opinion, and you're not going to change it, whoever's out there listening to me. And as I said, this is my opinion, the big dog. Nothing to do with Sports Talk with the guys, scorekeeper, Speedy, anybody else. This is my thoughts, and this is, with everything that we've learned so far, how can Steve Ballmer not know what was happening? I don't know if you're raising your hand for a question or if you're just stretching.
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
Is the official report out, or is this just according to sources?
This is an official report.
The NBA issued the official report and went public with it?
Yes.
Okay.
That they have found Ballmer innocent of any funneled money, and they are instead looking at the sponsors. So he got away with it.
Just say it like it is, big dog. Yeah, where the hell is Matt? Did we lose him again? Oh, it's
so my question
NBA.
is, so now that my question now is, now that this is over and they said that he has done nothing wrong, does the trade to Toronto now go through? because that has all been on hold. The Julius Randle for Kawhi Leonard trade was put on hold because of all this, because Toronto says, no. If something's going to happen, we're not going to take the blame for something that the Clippers did. We're not going to get the penalties for that. So it was technically put on hold. So now that this has been published, what happens with the trade? That's my question. But anyways, we can go on to something else now. I just had to get that off my chest. I was so pissed when it first came out. Anyways,
I believe you have every reason to be. Huh. Okay, sorry, my browser reset. Shadiest league in North America for the last 30 years. I don't know.
In other news, in other NBA news, James Harden finally signed a deal. He will go back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He signed a 3-year, $97 million deal.
What? Okay, whatever.
Now, James Harden is 37 years old and going to be paid, as I said, 3 years, $97 million. If I'm not mistaken. Okay. Scorekeeper, let's see if he likes this part. So free agent James Harden agreed to a new 3-year deal, $97 million contract return to the Cavaliers. Currently, just 2 players in NBA history have eclipsed the $500 million mark in career earnings. That, of course, is LeBron James and Houston's Kevin Durant. Harden sits up at $414 million and would join the exclusive club after completing this new deal. Golden State's Stephen Curry will join the distinguished club after earning his $62.5 million salary this season. So once the season starts or completes, only 4 players will have earned $500 million in their career playing basketball, running around a leather ball in little short shorts. What do you think about that, Scorekeeper?
Wow. Congratulations. And wow. These numbers are due to inflation. They're inflated.
Yeah.
So, but look, guys, I have no problem with the player being played. But if they don't play, then I do have a problem. And if they whine about their lot in life, it's like, no. You got paid. And that's what you agreed to. It's the way it is.
True.
Well,
other quick NBA news. Klay Thompson has gotten a buyout with the Mavs.
he's still playing?
Conjecture early on was saying that he was going to sign with the Lakers at league minimum, but now it looks like he's getting his buyout and he will be signing with the Miami Heat. That should probably happen sometime midweek of next week.
A lot more than the league minimum, right?
No, he'll still sign with the league minimum because he got his buyout contract, so he still gets his money and then signs the league minimum with the team he's going to.
I personally would have gone to the Lakers, but only Big Dog can tell me how good he's been. And I'm sorry, dude. I am freaking tired. But anyway, look.
That's
Speedy, you put it in the private chat, Speedy. Lito, he answered you. He says, I'm here, Lito. I'm just enjoying breakfast. But he put it in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Well, he doesn't want anybody to know he's eating breakfast.
My bad. I'm not awake.
It's okay.
Either.
Don't worry about it. Just real other quick news is DeMar DeRozan, who of course got a buyout out of his contract with Minnesota, I believe. He has signed a deal with the Denver Nuggets for 1 year. Same thing, league minimum. And I think Scorekeeper is going to get a kick out of this one. Indiana Pacers. Do you remember? Shoot, I can't remember his first name now. Tyrese Halliburton, that he was injured in Game 7 the year before when they were playing in the finals. He had a bad hamstring and decided to play anyways. And then, like the first 2 minutes in, he tore his Achilles. Kind of, sort of.
No.
Okay. He's their
It was the start of the finals, right?
yeah. Well, it was game 7 of the finals,
Oh, I
so it
guess
was the
not.
last game. He had been injured throughout the entire finals, but yeah,
He
so he's
sounds
starting to come
familiar
back.
now. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
So,
the
anyways,
train derailed.
yeah. So he tore his Achilles. He missed all of last season. He's now coming back and will make his debut the first game of the year. Now, when I read this, I chuckled and I'm like, what makes you think they should have? Because Tyrese Halliburton was extremely angry that his return game, his first game back after being out for a year, was not going to be a nationally televised game. He felt his return should have been on national TV and should have been national news that he's finally back after being out for a year. I laughed my ass off. I'm like, you're not Luka, you're not LeBron. Even though I don't like LeBron, he's still a top tier guy. You're not, anybody on the New York. You're not Brunson from the Knicks.
That's stupid.
You're not Stephen Curry. I mean, you're Tyrese Halliburton. You're number one on your team, but it's the Indiana Pacers. No offense.
No, there is every offense. Someone has to be on that team, and he's the guy.
Yeah, and he was extremely. He came out and actually to all the news agencies and was like, "I can't believe my first game back is not a nationally televised game." The audacity of some people.
Amazon just reached out to me to continue my application in being hired. Amazon.
Okay. So this was his quote, scorekeeper.
Nora from Amazon's remote hiring team.
Scorekeeper, this was his direct quote. Name any other person that you can compare to my level of being a basketball player. Wherever you've had me rank, that they tore their Achilles and missed 16 months, and do you think that first game back wouldn't be on national TV?
Big dog. He tore his Achilles too.
No, I tore my PCL. No Achilles.
Stop.
It was a PCL.
Watch your language.
I tore my PCL and strained my MCL. My ACL was okay.
The last time Harden was any good at basketball was the same time Matt's A's were any good. And hey, he a legend in his own mind.
There you go. That's right.
That's bad. All right, whatever. It is what it is. Wow.
So yeah, I'm seriously, I actually chuckled when I read them. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. Who are you?
Yeah. All right, look, fair enough.
Last NBA notation, which surprises me. The San Antonio City Council voted 6-5 on Monday to reject the proposal to hold a public vote on the city's planned $489 million contribution for a new Spurs downtown arena. The move means the public vote on the city's contribution won't be included in the November 3 midterm ballot. Does that surprise you, scorekeeper?
Yeah, a little bit.
I was surprised too. I'm like, oh, wow.
Someone stood up.
Yeah.
And speaking of standing up or not being able to stand up, Tommy John passed away.
Yes, he did.
He was on NDB Media. He was interviewed.
Yes, he was. Oh, speaking of passing away, and of course, our condolences to his family and all the Dodgers that were there. I don't know. You just got to, Scorpio. This was last week's news. We just never got to it, or I never got to it. Don Nelson, the second winningest coach in NBA history, died at 86 on August 9th or August 8th, excuse me. I like Don Nelson. I thought he was a great coach. Of course, he was a 5-time NBA champion with the Hated Ones. But he died on the previous Sunday. He was 86. He was surrounded by family and friends. Of course, he was 31 seasons as an NBA head coach with the Milwaukee Bucks, the Warriors twice, the Knicks, and of course the Mavericks. He finished his regular season record at 1,335 wins versus only 1,063 losses. He retired as the winningest coach ever, But of course, that mark was broken by Greg Popovich in March of 2022.
All right. Well, fair enough. So, gentlemen, do you have anything else that you want to talk about?
Did you guys already talk about the
Probably not.
dumb trade that they did in LA with Eric Laster?
Much trade.
Go ahead,
Elucidate
Speedy.
us.
Something about him trade with the Cubs went horribly wrong, and they screwed up in Chicago somehow.
Well, yeah, but I've not talked about it.
It was from
Dodgers.
it was from him. It was from his deal with the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know why they're talking about this other team. May 17th, the
know.
Blue Jays traded starter Eric Lauer to the Dodgers for cash.
Okay.
Jinx.
Well, I mean, they trade players for cash all the time.
They're kind of they screwed up with the other team for the Dodgers. I don't know what they screwed up on.
I don't know either. I mean, the trade was made. He used to play with Toronto. He was now on the Cubs, and then the Cubs traded him to the Dodgers. What's the mess up?
I don't get this. I don't.
No, that's all it was. Toronto traded him to the Cubs, and now the Cubs traded him to the Dodgers. That's all. That's it. No mess up.
The first reason LA even traded for him was that he was cut by the Blue Jays on May 11th, and who knows what his 2026 season would look like if it weren't for the Dodgers taking a flyer on him. Okay.
Yeah. Here's a NASCAR note, scorekeeper. Talking about he who shall not be named, which of course now is, he has passed. Yes. I was trying to be nice. Hall of Famer Kurt Busch wiped tears from his eyes in recalling the final day he spent with his younger brother at his younger brother's hospital beside his first public comments about Kyle Busch's death. He said, I was at the hospital. I was there all day, hoping, praying, hoping for a turnaround. I said, you got this, man. Come on, I got you. I got you. Come on, be strong. He goes, it just isn't fair. He says the interview marked Busch's first comment since Kyle Busch died on May 21st from severe pneumonia progressed into sepsis, resulting in rapid and overwhelming complications. Busch's death at only 41 devastated the racing community and one of NASCAR's most accomplished families. Said that it talked about how he shoot. Sorry.
That's okay. I can tell we're running out of steam.
Yeah. And then the other one was since you like Wimbledon.
I just
former Wimbledon finalist Nick Kyrgios.
Sure.
It's Kyrgios.
Oh, yeah, I don't care. Yeah.
Okay, it was revealed Wednesday that he tested positive for cocaine and cited the doping case as a wake-up call after feeling helpless and alone as injuries derailed his career. Says the 31 Australian has been checkered a disciplinary record, which was provisionally suspended after playing just 10 single matches on the ADP Tour, winning only 2 since his peak season of 2022, where he reached the final on the grass court Grand Slam and lost to Novak Djokovic. He says he's now ranked. Yeah, he says he's ranked 919th in the world. He tested positive in June, and during a lower tier grass court event in Spain. Bad boy.
Very much so. Look, he ran into his problems. He did what he did. This is your get out of jail free card, dude. Get your life together, and we'll be prouder for you because we will be with you on that trip to recovery. But if you keep on doing this, our sympathy just goes away. We don't care.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, fair
Oh,
enough. Go ahead.
I haven't been paying attention. Sorry.
All right.
Is Aaron Judge back yet or no?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No news on
Think
his
he'll be back?
return.
Okay.
No. And
Okay.
Freed returned for 5 games. He did fairly well, and he's back on the disabled list. The pitcher, Max Freed.
Wonderful.
One of the better pitchers in the American League, actually in baseball, frankly. But, he's hurt, so whatever.
And I
All
think
right,
there's
Steve.
actually NASCAR today, so I'll probably be watching NASCAR later.
Oh, I won't. I am tired. I'm sorry.
I can
Is it
tell.
nappy time? Nappy time.
Dude, yes. I'm going to be out. Oh, well, I'm up again. I'm going to go get breakfast first.
That's right. Because
I'm gonna
you need
go
to
get
get you need to get a good meal in today and a good dinner in because all that walking you're going to do at Disneyland tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get your 10,000 steps in.
Dude, I did 16,000 2 weeks ago. Last Sunday, I did 15,1. Oh,
Why don't you rent a scooter?
Yeah, don't they have those at Disneyland, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes. I was very much against that until that first day, and then I gave in to Melissa, and I said, "Yeah, I guess let's see how this works." Man, I had the best rest of the 3 days riding around that scooter, and it gets you to the front of the line too.
doesn't like Wimbledon, but just enjoys the ladies' horny grunts.
Was it Anna Kournikova that grunted? No, who? No,
Oh, there's a
Steffi
lot of
Graf was the
them.
grunter. Steffi Graf was the first one, though. She was the one that really grunted.
I am not prepared to argue that, Lethal.
Anna Kournikova was just that was your crush.
Was?
That is now that which she makes Candier now, something like that, right?
Sure. Any corn? Oh, there's it finishes it for you.
She's with what's his face, the singer.
Still, yes.
Yes, they have a couple of kids, I think. Lucky bastard.
Yep.
What's his name?
Okay, the youthful exuberant. I mean, she's I don't know. One of those two, the father and the son. That's her now. Yeah.
Man, she's still beautiful.
Yeah, still beautiful, but that's the one right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was her early 20s right there.
Yeah.
And she was one of the Iglesias brothers.
Oh, there it is. The son. Yes, there it is. Yeah, this is when I think she was elite. Well, yeah, she might have been 12 or 13 right there. Yes.
Oh, excuse me. It's not her husband. It is her partner. She's been with.
Right.
She's been with Enrique since 2001.
He doesn't want to marry her.
Or maybe she doesn't want to marry him.
Oh no, she wants to be married. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl, there's no doubt. I'll tell you that having gone to Disneyland for 2 days now, and I'm going again on Sunday. The office manager plays a great wing girl, dude. The ego boost that I have going with her, oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Starkey, if you want to feel old,
What?
Anna Kournikova is 45. Anna Kournikova is 45.
I would be all right with that.
Yeah, I know. So would I.
Anyway, I want to go see my crush over at the restaurant. So she should be working today. It's Saturday.
You gonna go to Norwalk?
No. Oh, dude, she's my barkeep. That's Brandy. She should be here in no, I'm talking about
Who are you talking about? You have another? You're cheating on Brandy? I'm gonna tell her.
That's funny. Were you there when she screamed out that I was cheating on her?
Mm-hmm.
God,
So who
that
are you
was
talking about?
hilarious, guys. We're at Applebee's and Dominique is helping us, and we're there, and Brandy comes out from behind at Applebee's and she goes, Roger, are you cheating on me? So damn loud that people in the upper section, a bunch of girls turned around, they're like, "Ooh, are we gonna get some drama?" And I was like, God, I wanted to die. I believe she is. Steffi Graf is still married to Agassi. Yes, I believe they are. But I don't care. So
No, is Roger gonna stay a whole 5 days in Disneyland like I did?
no, you stayed 5 days.
I
Wow,
was there
good
that
for
whole
you,
week
buddy.
in
Good for
2016.
you. No, I just got the pass, Speedy, because
Oh.
because I'm whipped, and Giselle might get the pass tomorrow, so that'll be good because Idea doesn't want to go. So I already have booked September 4th, Friday, September 16th. That's a Wednesday. And I also have this Sunday tomorrow booked. So, yeah. Yeah,
So
I even moved the Disneyland app to page 1, dude.
So when what Disneyland trip are you gonna finally make your own lightsaber?
Did you hear that?
Checking with the inside source.
Like a lawyer.
I'm probably not because I have about 8 lightsabers in my office. Sorry, in my room. So I'm gonna save my money and buy the Jedi cloaks and the whole thing that they have there at Batu. You can get the full Jedi regalia. I'm gonna do that.
Well, you have an American Express card. You can get it tomorrow.
Big dog, like, do you know your credit card?
No, do you know what kills me? Okay, maybe I shouldn't say that, but I got very mad because I'm holding on to my wife's credit card because it's going to be the last credit card that's ever going to be in her name. And I paid it off already. There's another credit card that I have for her. It's got $100 left over, and I'm paying that one off. But the Bank of America one, got very mad. They increased by $2,500. Like,
They increased their limit.
damn it! I'm really angry about that because I'm like, no, I don't.
See, and Speedy, the reason why he's
I
angry
only
about
get
it is
$500 increases.
see, the reason why he's mad about that, Speedy, is because when they increase his limit, he takes that as a challenge
Yes.
to see if he can get to it, how fast it'll take him
I
to reach that limit.
I spend on average on my American Express card because I buy everything because I get 1, 2, 3, depending on whatever it is. I get a lot of money back. I average $100 to $150 a month in money's back. I'm like, well, I love it. I use it for everything.
Now, is that the blue card or the regular American Express card?
Oh no, I have that one hidden away because that one you got to pay at the end of the month.
Yes, and that's what I was going to allude to. 'Cause I know the blue card you can make monthly payments on.
Okay.
Yes.
Now the funny thing is, I had this card, the predecessor, because this is the new version of it. Big Dog and I went somewhere, and something happened that Big Dog needed like a rental because he was off by like 3 hours, and it was an emergency trip. So I'll go rent it for you, and we went to Enterprise. So what you do is you rent the car and you put him on as a driver. I lost my shit because the little 21-year-old said, "Oh no, sir, I need a credit card. I can't use a debit card."
Oh, that's right. I remember that. You were not happy. You were not a happy camper.
They said, "Young lady, American, that's an American. Well, it's coming back on my system. It's a debit card. Go get your manager, you dumb." And as the manager was coming in, I'm like, "Is that a debit card, sir?" He's like, looking at me like, "Well, what's going on?" She claims this is a debit card. He overrided it, pushed it through.
Overrode it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I'm tired. I gotta go.
Mr. Linguistic Specialist. linguistic specialist,
Oma. Yeah, guys, I'm
overrighted
tired.
it.
I can't believe I did that. Son of a.
Just that they must have liked it, huh?
Oh, he says that. Yes.
Yeah, the next time I go down there, I gotta find a better hotel than. Remember, I told you guys what happened in 2016, where the hotel claimed that I had to pay for me and my neighbor free breakfast, and I said because I printed out the receipt, right, and I said this is a hotel.
Continental?
Yeah,
It's a
and
continental breakfast?
yeah, they were trying to charge us for free continental breakfast.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, there's some hotels. Did you have that this last experience?
No, this one it was a little better, but they were like, you have to have a breakfast, little receipt thing to get breakfast. I was like,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
'cause
yeah.
yeah, that's
I never heard of
common
that.
because a lot of people know that hotels have that and they're trying to get in.
Yeah, so they just walk in. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Speedy, did you stay at one of the hotels that we talked about?
no, I didn't. I stayed at Quality Inn and Suites. It was
Okay,
okay.
but
Okay.
it was cheaper than what you were being quoted, right?
Not really.
Okay. Well, all right. Sorry.
But if I had paid attention more, because I ended up going a little past where we were at by the church for the memorial service, and there's a Hampton Inn and Suite. But it didn't show up on the internet.
Okay,
It's not
that's
on the
true.
internet.
But Hampton Inn is not inexpensive.
No.
All right. All right, fair enough. I just find it amusing. I'm looking at my wallet right now. I'm like, which Capital One do I not have? Damn. I am getting cards left and right, and I'm doing that again like I did 20 years ago. And I know I shouldn't do that, but I'm hungry. I am. Weird. I always use my debit card at Enterprise. No. I didn't say you can't use debit cards. The dumb wench was telling me that my card was a debit card and that they couldn't use it at the airport. They needed a full credit card. I'm like, you stupid wench. She's like, well, that's what my system says. Go get your manager before I do that skit on you. That comedian, which is one of the funniest skits. Do you have my reservation?
Seinfeld?
God, that is
Seinfeld, yeah.
hilarious. See, the problem is anyone can take the reservation. The problem is holding the reservation. That is hilarious,
No.
man.
My favorite part on that one is, so,
insurance.
Mr. Seinfeld, do you want insurance on that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat the crap out of this car.
That whole skit is funny. I had something similar happen to me too when I went to Alaska, where Alaska did everything for me. And while apparently somehow they put my arrival at, like 12:15, like the other day, instead of at 0 a.m. So yeah, sir, you were supposed to be here, 23 hours ago. It's not the way it works. So obviously Alaska screwed it up. So anyway, they said, well, we're still within the 24-hour window. We still technically have your thing. We don't have any sedans though, sir, but I can get you in a truck. I'm thinking the 5995 Toyota Special from the 80s, that little 4-speed. Oh man, I'm going to be driving that. You guys saw what I drove, that monster that they gave it to me for the sedan price.
I don't think any rental cars are stick shift anymore, unless maybe you're doing like a luxury vehicle.
But again, my luck, I'm the one that's going to get that. Oh, that I could have lived in that truck, man. It was the full king, the full, it was enough for 6 people. That was a bitchin' truck. All I can tell you is I returned it with 1,800 additional miles.
That's right. That's what you do.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of videos that I saw yesterday where they were like, manual transmission? Nope, not anymore. We're trying to get rid of manual transmission. I'm like, well, good, because I don't know anything about that. Then came because they went back to what happened 3 years ago, where a guy tried to steal a car, but he didn't know how to operate the manual transmission.
I've seen that.
Yeah, it's the greatest theft deterrent today. Yeah, it's perfect. Manual transmission. If you want to screw with the millennial and all this, you put the message, you handwrite the message,
Yep.
you lock it in whatever the low jack thing in the car, and it's a 5-speed. They'll never steal your car. My daughter,
Well,
thank goodness, knows how to read cursive. I made her practice. Both of them know how to cursive writing. I'm happy because they do.
well, that's because they're millennial. They're not Gen Zers. Now, if you want to stop the Gen Z population, that's what you do. You give them all manual transmission cars. You write in cursive, and you hand them a rotary phone,
Yeah.
and and a Thomas guide.
Oh yeah, I did the hotel. I didn't realize I did the hotel through Priceline. I got such a deal when I was in Alaska. I was tired at 3, 4 in the morning. My arrival wasn't going to be till 3 in the afternoon, so I called the hotel. Hey man, can I just? Yeah, we'll take care of you. Come on in. Motherfucker banged me at the normal rate for like 12 hours. Sons of. I got $60 a night, and they hit me for 120.
I thought they were going to give me because when I left my hotel on a Friday to go down the street to get something from 7-Eleven, I came back and the door is like the handle is like down here, and I'm like, I didn't do that.
Someone broke in.
I don't know. I think it was somebody trying to go to the wrong room, and they probably realized it after. We're like, whoops, this is not our room. So I told the hotel about it. They're like, oh, don't worry about it. Half of our doors are messed up anyways. And I'm like, I see. Sounds like you guys have a problem.
Hey, so were there a lot of earthquakes at your hotel, Speedy?
No. If there were, I didn't feel any.
Did you hear them? Did you hear the earthquakes?
No. Why, was there one when I was there?
Well, I don't know. Depends on the type of hotel. But that's okay. All right, Speedy. Anyway, guys, I gotta go, dude. We've already 42 minutes over from what I was trying to get out. I gotta go. We'll see you guys.
Right.
We'll be on next week. Right now, it is still. I am gonna be out traveling. It's the cruise is already booked. October. Let's see. October 3rd is the day of disembarkation. I don't get back till the. Let's see. I don't get back to the 11th. So that would be 2 Saturdays that I would be unavailable. So think about it. Let me know. Otherwise, folks, sports. Oh, wait. Yeah. October 3rd and 10th. Ooh. Yeah, right in the middle of football. Well, I'm sure you guys will decide what to do. But anyway.
Yeah, I'll get with you and go see. We got to get me back in on things so I can program and get in without having to need the link. We'll do that sometime next week or something. I'll give you a call. Anyways, go get some food and then go take a nap.
I think I'm going to just take the nap. I'll see you guys later. Hey, guys, thanks everyone for stopping in. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys next week. And I'll be on later on tonight for the love of God. All right, we'll see you guys. Peace.
Hey.